Hello, Spook. Hi. How are you? Welcome. You have quite a setup in the background.
Yeah, I do.
It's amazing. Is it not? It's incredible.
I had to do effort. I'm just okay. No, for real though. I'm just really happy that I got like the chair set up kind of good.
Yes, you did.
It's like it's almost okay.
It's
almost
It
okay.
almost looks the same on the screen.
It
Like,
almost looks the same on the screen. I just needed to move it
nearly.
like a little bit.
It's very. You put more effort into your surroundings than literally any other person I've ever had here. Oh, damn it! Another auto mod. That's 3 times in 20 minutes.
I've learnt to accept the fact that I'll just be auto-modded forever now.
Forever, yeah. If you don't
It's
know,
just what happens.
I should have probably said this at the start as well. Spook gets auto-modded like all the time. As you can see down in the passport, always get. I don't know why. We'll get to it as soon as we can. We'll get there.
Happens.
It happens. Yeah. Need smooth jazz. That would be a great idea, actually.
Smooth jazz.
Hey, Godolph.
Just some cool tunes.
So, first of all, though, you're the only non-streamer we've ever had on this, but you have the best looking setup and background. How does that work? How does that work? Come on, streamers, you need to up your game. Yes.
I'm just dramatic,
Yes.
guys. It's just
legit.
No, honestly,
you didn't have a fireplace.
No.
Nobody had a fireplace.
Sorry, Josh.
So there's no fire. Like she's up here and everybody else, including me, is here. It's just like that. That is somewhere you'd curl up and read a book. Like
well,
it's just great. I
love
it.
Yeah. We did. Well, when okay, so we're in pandemic right now at the moment, obviously.
Yes.
When that first started, I did book club. Which was I think it was during one of your streams. We did book club.
Yep.
With the IRL like friend fam thing. And what happened was I was like, if we're doing book club, I'm gonna make it a thing. Like it's gonna be a thing. So it was similar to this. I was wearing my glasses because I have reading glasses.
Yes.
And I had a table, like a little coffee table next to me, and I'd had like a candle on. I had a mug of tea there. I had what else did I have? Yeah, and it was like a full setup, and I had the camera sitting like 1.5 meters away from me, so that it was like a full-on setup. And I had my chair. I was wearing my one of my real comfy ugly sweaters. And as soon as all the cameras came on and everybody came into chat, I was just like, welcome to book club, guys. And I had this on in the background. It was just great. It was a good time.
You were so prepared for everything. And yes,
I'm
Trouble.
Mum, okay?
Yes.
I'm Mum.
Literally. You see down here in the nicknames, it's Mum. She prepares everything. She organizes all of us children into what we're doing when we're doing it, organizes the events, stuff like that, and we're all very appreciative. She is also older than most of us. All of us. So
I'm actually not the oldest. I am like the fourth. No, I'm the second oldest. But there are 4 of us. There are 4 of us that are the same age.
That's true. Yeah, I can think of one.
Which is funny, because the one who is the oldest acts like the youngest.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely thinking about a certain person. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, the one who is the oldest acts the youngest. But I'm the oldest. I'm not the oldest. No. Which is great.
I think
I'll call my own age out.
You're not much older than me. But I think, obviously there's physical age and there's mental age where you're up here and everybody else is down here. Which is very respectable, I think. And without you, we'd be all chickens with our heads off, running around,
Probably.
doing whatever.
Probably.
It's great. It's great. I mean, when you have nice, yes, IQ. That's who we're talking about. But I mean, look at the background. It is just definitely a better set than mine. Set up.
That's what I do.
She's even. What do you call that again? A mossy? Or
Yeah, no, this is
Mossman?
okay. So this is Mossman.
Mossman.
This is Mossman.
Oh, that gives me
He's
anxiety.
he's my living mothball. I do have actual pets, and I love
Huh.
them very much. But I can't keep plants alive.
Okay.
So the solution for that was my brother's partner gave me something I couldn't kill, which is just a bowl of moss that sits in a fishbowl forever.
Moss. I love it. And you named them Mossman.
This is Sir Mossman the Mossball, and he usually lives over on my bookcase next to my bed. But
Sorry
I
for
thought he
interrupting the
deserved
good
to
old
be on the
friend talk
internet as much
between
as I did,
streaming,
so
but
here
continue,
he
lol,
is.
this is funny.
Ah, taser. Sorry, someone had a DTS, but I got that. Yeah, I honestly had forgotten about it, but you did tell me about it. Now,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. What a cutie!
Yeah.
I know. That's actually pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
do.
so I kill everything I touch, so Mothman is all I have.
I mean, Willow's doing fine.
Willow's great.
Yeah.
I think she's currently sitting outside my door.
Sad that she can't get in. Oh, guys, she has one of the cutest doggos ever.
I
She's
do.
very cute.
A very cute doggo.
Yeah.
She's real sweet.
Yep, and
She's
she's
a real sweetheart.
related to the Lady and the Tramp, right? Or something like that?
She is. She's an English Cocker Spaniel. She's the best.
The best.
She's a little bit special.
They're the best dogs, though.
She's a little bit special.
Nice IQ.
But she's also the best kind of special. We had to do a photo shoot because both of my brothers are in long-term relationships, and
Yes.
we're doing like a birthday present for my grandmother. It's her 90th birthday, and we had to do a photo shoot. So my brothers, like, they gave a photo of them with their partners, and then I sent this photo in of me with my dogs.
Willow being that one and Bo being that one. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so cute.
So those are the babies.
Right.
This is my little psychopath.
Oh,
My little
psychopath.
my little special baby.
Okay, yeah, that's
Willow.
that is extraordinarily cute. But I see the special.
She's special, but she's cute.
Hey, fruit. That's awesome. Oh, she's so cute.
She's the best. She's
I love
honestly the
her.
best. Though.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
she's somehow both the smartest and the dumbest dog we've ever had.
Yes. Yeah, I can see
Like,
that.
I don't know how it happened, but she's the best trained, but she's also like, she will run headfirst into a door, even though she knows it's closed.
Why
Like,
not?
she'll see-
Maybe it'll open.
Well, she'll see the solid door and she'll go like, it's fine. It's fine. I've had that before. And she'll run headfirst into it. And you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why? Why do you do this? But then, like, you get a treat and she'll sit and she'll lie down and she'll give you her paw. And I've recently teached her, I'm like starting to teach her anyway, with Bo, the other dog. If I get them to sit next to each other, and if I say to Willow, hey Willow, is that your friend? She'll get her paw like she does to do shake, and she'll just slap it on top of his head.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what? Hold on, wait. Josh! Why are people giving subs today? Josh!
Well, I had to.
And you didn't have to.
I did.
Josh, you giving a sub to Troy 7 months. Troy's been around longer than you.
Honest.
Well, in subs apparently. Thank you. It did look weird having the VIP next to Troy and not the sub, but you know, thank you. We all love Troy. He's absolutely incredible. Wait, what? Yeah, Troy, you got 7 months. Yes. Troy's the only person that has their own name in a emote. That's how special he is. And I don't regret it. It's absolutely incredible. Need the passport over. It's covering chat. Yeah, I know it does, but too bad. I don't want it to be moved any further over. They might think it's me. You know? Where it is, it's a clear line. And it only covers long chats.
I
Only
mean,
long
I feel like if people thought it was you with that photo, I mean, I've never seen you with pink
It-
hair. I'd be down to see you with pink hair.
It literally
But-
hasn't covered a single chat since you said... Okay, now it covered spices. Lovely. How big is chat? Chat is that big, so it can't get any bigger than that. There you go, Nora, if you insist. Oh, yeah, okay, spicy. True. They would never think it. They're just as... Okay, thanks. Yep. Yeah, okay. You bet. It's a long-running joke. I mean, that I don't have that much of a hairline, so I mean, it's fine. I don't care. It's perfectly okay. I don't mind. I mean, if we look at like the actual hairlines for both of us, we're in the same place. It's fine. You just have, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's natural. It's not. It doesn't say I'm balding. It's not. Doesn't say it, it's just a big forehead. It means I'm smart, right? It doesn't mean that I'm balding. Exactly.
It just means you've got too much brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
So much brain.
Exactly. So it's fine. Thank you. Moving on now, promptly. Balding man gets angry. Damn it, advanced. Anyway. Okay, so there is a lot to talk about tonight. There are many people have taken advantage of the fact that you might have dirt on me, from what I've seen. Honestly,
Excited.
Other than I think Sherbs, because Sherbs was the very first one, so there was a bit of hype around it. Other than Sherbs, I think you've had the most amount of questions before it even started.
Oh, exciting.
Like, I know Josh had like 3, but then we started and he got like 30. And that's always happened. But you already had like 15, 20 before we even started.
Exciting.
So,
Let's go.
People are excited. Rings, let me see Jack a bit. I did not. Have you ever seen me drink alcohol?
I have never seen you like even look at it.
Okay. I have looked at it, but there you go. That's close enough. That's close enough.
Yeah, no, I've never seen you like drink alcohol. You've
Thank
never
you.
been interested in it in the entire time
Thank
I've
you.
known you.
Yes.
And like our friend group is we've got like a few people who are interested, a few people who aren't, and then like
Yep. Josh.
it's just like no pressure kind of situation.
Yeah. I think it's great. It's a nice people. I mean, for a while, a couple of them were up there, but then others were down here. And now it's just there's a bit of everything. And therefore, it doesn't matter if somebody's a little bit different. Because I think it's good.
I'm like, yeah.
It's good. It's a good friend group. It is.
We have a real good friend group.
Oh, shut up, Advanced. So the very first questions we have, which I feel like, depending on how this goes, you could talk about this forever. Toto, you know of Toto, right?
Yeah, I do.
They ask simply Hogwarts house ?
Yes. Okay. To answer that question, take stock of what color I'm wearing. Take stock of the blanket I'm sitting on.
Oh, it's very green.
And then there's also the fact that I have my Hogwarts tie literally
I noticed
hanging
the
off
tie.
the side of my TV.
Yep.
I'm a Slytherin.
Yep.
I'm a Slytherin and proud.
Right.
I took the I took the Pottermore test about 8 times.
What?
And to do that I had to create 8 emails.
8 okay. Yep.
Because you need a new email every single time.
I did not know that.
I cheated about 4 times. Still got Slytherin.
What?
I got
my
Slytherin,
goodness.
I think 7 out of the 8 times, and the only time I didn't was I answered half the questions, another friend of mine answered half the questions, and we got Ravenclaw together.
Huh.
Yeah, and then yeah.
So you're very
So that was
Slytherin.
I'm very Slytherin.
Yes.
The fact that I made 8 emails and also tried to cheat, I think proved that.
Yeah.
But,
I think so too.
Yeah. So that's fun.
That's insane.
But yeah, so I'm Slytherin and I'm proud. I've got a beanie, I've got a jumper, I've got wands galore. I have
How many wands do you have?
I have Hermione, Draco. I have Theseus Scamander, Newt Scamander. I have Scorpius and Albus Potters, and then I have my own.
Yep.
And
7.
I got my own. Yeah, I have 7 ones, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna get more.
Of course you are. Of course. I've seen them all as well. They're very nice. Nicely wrapped.
I want all the Weasleys. Well, I want all the Weasleys, yeah. And then I still need to get Harry's actual wand. And then Luna's is really nice. Basically, I just want all of the wands eventually.
All the ones. Yeah, you're a collectible.
People collect like coins and rocks and like crystals. My thing's gonna be wands, and I'm gonna have them displayed.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I'm gonna be moving soon, and I'm gonna have like a shelf decorated just in my room with all my wands.
Try us to know if any of them work. Can you zap me?
I have 2 of them that work.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but yeah, okay.
No, they've got the two of them I have that work. The year just gone, that's when I got a lot of them.
Avada Kedavra wings are hard.
I went to the States for my birthday.
Yes.
And because it was a big birthday, we went and I spent my birthday in Disney World in Orlando, and then we went to Universal.
Yes.
And in Universal, that's when I got a little bit wand happy.
I can imagine.
I think I bought 4 or 5 of the wands over there.
4 or 5 in one go.
What's and 2 of them they're working wands, which means that they're actually interactive with the parks. So you can go and say like you go to Flourish and Blotts, which is the bookstore in Diagon Alley, which is like the wizarding community, and you get a map, and on the map it shows like movements.
Yep.
And if you do the movement in front of the window, like a pile of books will throw itself around the room, or paper will explode out. It's a lot of fun, and then so that was really fun. But yeah, 2 of my wands do that, and one of them is the one that I got. So I went. This is another reason I'm Slytherin. I went through Ollivander's wand shop. I think we counted about 8 or 9 times, like immediately after the other, and it's considered a ride. So usually the wait's like 20 minutes because they've got like 4 or 5 rooms that people go into. And I went, in Hollywood, I went twice. But then when we got to Orlando, I still hadn't been selected to let the wand choose me, and I'm like, I'm getting this. It's gonna happen. Like they usually choose 5 or 6 year olds, but it's gonna be me. I just know it's gonna be me. And so I went about, I think like 6 or 7 times in the one in Orlando, and it took me getting my birthday badges out of my backpack from when we were both in Disney and in the Orlando resort. I had 3 badges. All of them said that it was my birthday, and I put all of them on for the last one, going like, it needs to be me. And there were I feel kind of bad now, but at the time I didn't. So I got chosen on that one, on the last one that I went in. I got chosen. I got the one, and I'm really happy. But I beat out like a set of twins who were wearing birthday badges. There was like a 4-year-old. There was like an 8-year-old who looked like he was about to start crying. And
I remember, guys, this was last year.
I was really happy. This was last year.
She wasn't like 12.
I wasn't 12. I was 21.
It's important. Wands are important. You only get to go once, baby. It's important. She's really a Slytherin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But yeah, if you go 8 times, then.
But yeah, no. So I went. Yeah, I went that many times, and they finally chose me, even though it was the same guy every single time that saw me go into the room.
That's funny.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm a Slytherin.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Not that I really know much about him, but yes. Yes, Trouble. Speaking of Disneyland, can you now explain what's on the passport? You got into Disneyland, a sold out of Disneyland event for free.
Yeah. So I spent my 21st birthday in Orlando at Disney World, and we were staying at one of the Orlando resorts, which was really fun and highly recommend it. But we tried to book dinner for months at this one place, which is in Cinderella's castle in the Magic Kingdom area.
It's in a castle. Okay.
It's in a castle. It's awesome. It's like 5 stars, like really fancy. Disney princesses come out whilst you're eating dinner, and like they come down and they chat with you, and you can get photos. And I almost cried, and it was great. Again, 21, not 12, crying in Disney World. It's fine. I'm fine. But yeah, and we were only in Disney for like 4 or 5 days. I think it was 4, and then we went to Orlando, Universal for 3. But we were in Disney for 4 days, and on the 3rd day, which was my birthday, we went up to front desk and we're like, look, just on the off chance, like, has a reservation become available? And they're like, funnily enough, like, they just cancelled about 5 minutes ago.
Really?
For 4 people. Yeah, and this is after already. I'm having a great time. My parents surprised me with one of my best friends there. Like, we arrived in Orlando, we got to the hotel, and my friend was literally standing in the lobby. I had no idea she was coming. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, she's great. We loved her. I cried. I literally tackled her in the middle of this lobby. It was amazing.
I can see that. You definitely do that. Yes.
Yeah. And so we got the booking, and then the guy at the front desk realized he made a mistake, because I don't know if anybody's ever been to Disney in America during December, but they do special events for the entire month where they close the park at 6, and they do an event that goes until like midnight, which is called Disney's Merry Christmas Party.
Really?
And yeah, and it's a sold out event every year. Like, you have to book in like June to be able to get into the park, which is when the tickets go on sale.
Yeah.
And so we booked dinner, and then the guy realized, he's like, oh no, it's for 6:45. And so I'm like, I was so happy. I'm like, oh my god, we got it. And then I immediately like, oh. I'm like, what does that mean for us? Like, can we swap with somebody? Is there like, is there any way we can get in? And then I ended up going back to the room because I was like, I can't. I'm like, it's gonna go. It's gonna be really annoying. I'm like, I'm gonna start crying. And my mum, so Mama Spook, which Wings knows very well.
Yes.
I get my mothering from Mama Spook.
Yeah.
And I only have about a quarter of that. So think of me times 4. That's Mama Spook.
Yeah.
And Mama Spook has magic powers where she gets things.
Yeah.
So we went back to the room with my friend, and my parents were both still at the front desk. They were trying to figure something out. And they come back to the room, and they're like, okay, so I have good news and I have bad news. What do you want to hear first? And I was like, all right, give me the bad news first. And so they're like, we won't be able to go out to dinner tonight, to this other restaurant that we'd booked anyway, just in case they didn't have anything. And I was like, all right, what's the good news then? And she was like, we got the booking, and we also got 4 free tickets to this sold out event. So I spent my 21st birthday in Disney World at about, I went to meet Cinderella at her castle.
Oh, yes.
I had dinner. So good. I got given a magic wand.
Yes.
When I walked in.
Which is big.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like this big, and it was blue. It's somewhere in my room. I have no idea where it is. But and midway through dinner, you get told you get like a wishing star, which that's up there on my shelf. But
Okay.
you get your wand up, and they go tap the wishing star 3 times and make a wish, and all the lights go out, and like sparklers drop down from the ceiling, and it's a magical
Wow.
thing. And it's like next level. And then on top of that, we're like, okay, so it's an expensive thing. Food was really good, drinks were really good. But the thing they do is they called me princess. They called my mother princess. They called my friend princess. And then
Wow.
and then Papa Spook had a little bit of fun because he kept getting called my lord.
My lord. My lord Spook.
Yeah. So
That's
he
good.
was my lord for the evening, and he loved it. I feel like the only downside of that was I'd somehow avoided the entire time we'd been in Magical Kingdom for the entire day. I had avoided going onto the It's a Small World ride,
Okay.
and Wings knows this. I don't do clowns.
No, no,
And
I
don't do like dolls. Dolls and
No.
clowns, they're a no-go for
Yep.
me. Stemming from Brother Spooks times 2, showing me all of the scary movies when I was about 6.
Yeah. You'd love
And
Chucky
so
and Annabelle.
I'd somehow avoided going on it, and I don't even know how they did it. We were somehow like we were walking around, and the one thing that they do at this event is like they have these candy cane things where if you walk to them you get given a free cookie.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we'd ended up with this like popcorn bucket just full of
That
these
sounds
cookies. It was great. We had cookies for like 4 days. And we somehow ended up in the line to go on the ride, and then by the time we'd like gotten into the ride, I was like, "Where are we?" And then Mum's like, "Oh, I don't know where we are." She'd
who
planned
knows?
it.
Yeah.
She'd planned it
Just a random ride.
because she wanted to go on it, and so we ended up on the It's a Small World ride. And while everybody else was like sitting there having a fun time, my dad's like sarcastically in front of me going like, "It's a small world after all." And I'm just sitting there like
I
staring
can
dead
imagine
ahead,
you would not
like,
be
not
happy.
even looking. And I got to a point where like I looked over to the side because for some reason there were a whole bunch of pennies on the floor,
Okay.
just for no reason. But it
Sure.
was a really good night. And then we had the cookies, right? The next day we went to the Hollywood Studios park, and we went on to like the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Yep, I remember that.
The friend that I was with was in charge of cookie duty for this ride. And this ride is one of those rides where it goes up and down and then up.
Yep,
and then
I've
down,
been on
and
that
then
ride
up and then
actually.
down.
Yes.
And so we sat on this ride, and my friend had the bucket at her feet, didn't realize that because we were going up and down, like momentum and gravity was gonna happen.
Oh no.
And so this ride
Oh.
starts going up,
Oh no.
and then as
Oh,
soon
no.
as we start dropping, all I hear is, "Oh no, my cookies!"
Nice.
And when the ride stopped, you're in like this cage thing with about 20 other people, and the guy in front of us picked up one of the cookies that was in the wrapper, turned around and went like, "Is this yours?" She didn't even say a word. She just looked down, grabbed the cookie, and put it back in the bucket. And it was beautiful. I'm absolutely cacking myself
You would be,
walking
yes.
out of this ride. And I think what made it better is I don't know if anybody's like too into what was, I think, circa 2010, 2015-ish, like between those years, YouTube. There was a YouTuber called Kick the PJ.
I know of him, yes.
He was like super artsy. He made like a short series, which I actually have on my laptop. I really love it, called Oscar's Hotel. And we were walking out, and I was cacking myself, and I actually had to stop, and I just had to crouch down because I was laughing so hard. And I start standing up, and I'm wheezing, and she's just standing next to me, like going, like, can we go, please? Like, I know it's funny, but can we just go? And I look up, and I see a security guard coming to go into where the ride entry was for the back entrance. And then I see a pack of YouTubers. And I can't remember who was there exactly, but the one face I won't forget is Kick the PJ. Was there, and they were all looking at me going like, what's going on? Like, is she okay? Like, what's happening? And I just lose it again, and I start like running out of the ride. And it was a beautiful experience, I think.
You think? Hey, you got to see Kick the PJ.
I did. I got to see Kick
For a
the
second.
PJ. I think Crab Sticks was there as well, if you remember him.
Wow.
There were a couple of others as well.
I wonder if they found any cookies.
But the thing is, I followed Kick the PJ on Instagram, and I still do. And like a couple of days later, there was photos of him there, which confirmed my fear, because it was the launch of the Galaxy's Edge, like rides and stuff that was there. So like the whole Star Wars worlds and stuff was full of like famous people and reporters and people taking photos. And it was just it was an experience.
That's nuts. That's something else. You had a lot of interesting adventures.
We've had a lot of interesting adventures. That's not even like, oh god, I should just. It's the amount of things I could tell you of things that happened whilst I've been overseas. Not even just in America, but like. I somehow have a gravitational pull for just either weird things happening.
You do.
Or funny things, or unfortunate things.
You do.
Like, it's insane.
Always a story.
I'm a magnet.
Yes. Okay, first of all, hi Zarg as well, if you're still here. And Emil's just got here. Emil's! And then Josh, you gifted yourself to Emil's in the middle of that. Thank you for the gift of sub to Emil's. Obviously, she deserves it. 7 months too. Josh, you've gifted 2 7-monthers today. Emil's and Shirai both getting their 7th month on the same day. That's insane. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Much love. And Emil's, obviously, is incredible.
I love my meals.
Yes. Yes, big fans to each other. Oh, she has a TTS.
Wow, 7 months. Can't believe I've been stuck in the closet for this long.
Emil!
Beautiful.
Emil! That was your resub message. I like it. You can come out of the closet whenever you want. It's fine. I mean, not the basement, but you're stuck down there. But,
Oh. Yeah.
Love you, Emil.
Wunderbar.
Sticking around for this long. One more at 777. That's true. Lucky sevens, right? It's like something. Guys, I get to roam around the basement today. Yes, you do. That's right, Josh. It's funny. I like the Hollywood the tower thingy the best because I can imagine it because I've been on that ride and I can imagine exactly what it was. And
you know this friend as well.
I have a guess. Yeah, maybe. Do an adventure on the other. Nice. Meals, nice.
I don't know if she'd appreciate me smashing her name. It was her birthday yesterday though, so can't be too mean, I guess. We'll call her Irish. She's Irish.
Yeah,
so Irish.
I feel like I saw something on Facebook with her yesterday, so maybe it was a birthday message.
It was.
Yeah, must
have been. No, it was that one.
That's awesome. That is really cool. I mean, incredible that your parents are able to organize that and get you right place, right time with her, and it was really cool. Very special.
No, I was very happy. I was like, my dad took a video.
Ooh.
But didn't realize that because he was dragging a suitcase with one hand, that he was going to be moving like this. So there's like some of me in the video, and then there's a tree, and then there's a chair, and then there's some floor, but then it goes back to the tree, and then by the time that's done, he'd ended the video.
Papa Spook, no.
So there's image of me running towards, mind you, I'd walked past her twice.
Really?
And not realized. Yeah. So we'd gotten off the bus, we'd gotten into the lobby, and Mama Spook was trying to gesture, like, oh, what's that? And I was like, don't care, want to go to the room. Went to the front desk. And then she called me back, and she's like, just come over here. And so I started walking back to her, and I could just see on her face, she's like, what are you doing? How have you done that? And I was just like, what? And then all of a sudden, I hear behind me just like a, hi there. And I was like, and they'd said my name, like my actual name.
Yes.
And I didn't know who it was, and I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, somebody's talking to their friend who's also got that name. And so I'm looking at Mum and I'm like, what? And she's like, turn around. And so I turn around, and we're like 6 meters away from each other, and immediately I start bawling. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, are you here? Am I jet lagged? Are you here?
Am I jet
And then
lagged?
she just went like. So I sprinted, and I tackled her in the middle of the lobby, and it was
That's
great.
Pretty cool. I
was
picture that.
It
Wow,
was
hey, Mum,
beautiful.
that's ridiculous. I can imagine you just walking straight past. I mean, you're in another country. You don't expect to see anybody.
No,
You know?
I was like, my brothers didn't even
Yeah.
come on that trip.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, sick. It's gonna be it's like a month with my parents. Let's do
Yeah.
this. And so we were having a great time. We got I made friends with a penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made friends with
Penguin.
a penguin.
Yeah.
We
As you do.
like an actual penguin. I got climbed by squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah,
like
I got
squirrels.
climbed by squirrels. My dad made friends with a squirrel.
Oh yes.
We saw a snake in Disney.
A
Snake. Like a wild one as well. Like it was a
Ooh.
wild snake. And
Wild.
my mum
Wow.
physically moved a child because she thought the child was going to step on the snake. We didn't know this child, but she physically moved them.
Mama instincts. Times
Mama
4.
instincts went
Yep.
hard.
Yeah.
So that was really fun.
But
But yeah. It was it's great. It was a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, there are so many things that happened on that trip. It was insane.
I think just like your personality and personality of your parents just invites
We just
wonderful
invite
things to happen.
Pure chaos.
Yes.
Is what we invite. Just pure chaos.
Yeah, I'm not sure how your house is always so pristine. It's a nice house.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Wow. It's nuts.
It's probably like the mad rush of every single time we know we have somebody over for the hour or two before people come, or like before the half an hour when people will start to come. We just like, it's almost like a huddle situation where we all get together and we're just like, okay, we need to do this,
Your
this, and this.
team.
Go.
Yes.
And it's just literally like us running around the house, doing things, moving things, hiding things. It's something.
It's good teamwork. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. That's insane. But obviously, yes, we could talk about your trip, I think, for the rest of this stream.
Yeah.
But
Other
we've been here for an hour.
done
We've
one?
done one question.
Have we done one?
It was Hogwarts house that turned into that. Yay!
Yes!
That's okay.
I might have a longer stream than Josh.
Yes, you might be Josh's. Ooh, maybe Disney. It is Josh. I mean, one
Disney is so
question
powerful.
and explaining down here. That's kind of two things, but yes. Speaking of Josh, he has the next question.
Ooh,
Okay. Most people won't understand this, but you should. Oh, what? IQ just gifted a sub to live. months to Liv! Oh, we love Liv. Liv hasn't been around for a long time, but we love her nonetheless. That's a very good one. Having someone come back. 3 months as well. That's crazy. Thank you, IQ. You don't have to. Stop. Stop. Bad. IQ. Literally, nobody wants me to do this podcast. Every time I go to do something on this,
I know.
something happens.
No, it's not every time you try to do something. It's every time we actually try to, like, stick to what we're meant to do.
Yeah, yes.
So far, that's what's happened.
That's true. Yes. So, no, the IQ. You know I love you. I appreciate it, IQ. Thank you. It's perfectly fine. So, Josh has a question. And everybody won't understand this, except for probably you and, like, me. Why do you like dice so much? And what is your favorite die? Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I'm coincidentally sitting next to all of my D&D stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So I currently, this is where I keep, like, my spare character books.
Yep.
All of my characters now have individual, like, books. So
Ah, yes. Wow.
it's got their character image as well as, like,
Did
their
you paint that yourself?
information.
/ draw?
No, that was one that I made it online.
Oh, it's still very good.
Yeah. That's my
good.
Goliath Barbarian. That's Valena. But yeah,
Lena
so
the
she's
Goliath
there.
Barbarian. I like it.
Yeah. My favorite dice is over there, so I'll go get that in a second.
Go ahead.
But this is my dice jail as well. That's a new
You
addition.
have a jail. Why? Why do dice need to have been in
Because there are
jail?
dice that are cursed, and if you roll bad numbers 3 times in a row, they have to go to jail.
That's Monopoly.
Nope. But I'd like dice. This is my current dice bag. I'm making a new one soon. I think I've got
Hi. Good to see you.
8 sets of dice in here.
That's a lot of dice.
8 or 9? I think 9.
Fair enough, Emils. Yes.
So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of different colors.
Yeah. I
and the
used the green
reason I
ones
have-
last time.
Yeah. So I've got all of these dice now. There's a whole bunch of different colors. I like dice because D&D. Simple as that. I like the idea of being able to have, like, a specific set of dice for every character,
Okay.
and then having, like, your core set. So the core
Yeah.
set is like a mix of D20s that you'd be able to use, like, every session, and then the actual personalized character set is like the D6s and the D4s that you only use for that specific character.
Oh.
I really like that because I feel like it just makes it a lot more, like, personal, and, like, you're actually, like, making something specific
I
for
see
that
It's
character.
your loadout for that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really like that idea because it's kind of like when you retire that character, you retire those dice, and it's like a little memory box, but for dice.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's really I really like that kind of stuff. So
That's fair.
I've always been really big into, like, fantasy and,
Yeah.
like,
Well, Harry Potter, as we've
normal
talked about.
stuff. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a whole different story. But I've always been into really, like, mythology and stuff like that, and so I feel like I got into D&D like 6 years ago, but only
Really?
started
That long? Okay.
Yeah, so I've been into it, like, for 6 years, but I've only started playing within, like, the last year. So I want to keep playing because it's fun. I really like it. I
Yes.
really enjoy, like, the whole character building, world building, like, storyline side of things. So that's fun. But yeah, my favorite dice is actually, I'm not even gonna go grab it. I can just describe it.
Sure.
It's a character dice from a series that I watch called Critical Role.
Yes. talk about it at
And yeah, it's it's a character who is a dwarf bard.
Oh my god.
And my
you love
current character
bards.
is Bard. I do. I love bards. They're really fun characters to play, and I feel like they can be so much deeper than people think. Because
Okay.
a lot of people when they think of a bard, it's like a little bit of a shit stirrer who plays the flute
Yeah.
and just does they're like a goofball in the group. But a lot of the times bards can be people who have like an unknown set of capabilities in a way. So I feel like they get underestimated a lot. But my favorite dice it's the character as a bard, his name's Scanlan, and it's got like pink confetti in it, like pink shiny confetti in it, and it's just like a clear resin.
Okay.
But yeah, and it's got like a little music note on it instead of a 20. But yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
So yeah,
that's cool.
that's probably my favorite out of those.
Probably too, Josh. That's cool. The backstory and everything behind it. I was trying to think of like a bards and like my first bard I think of is what's his face from The Witcher, and he is almost what you described. Anyway, like just kind of a silly dude within reason. And then but then I was thinking I used to read an old book series called Ranger's Apprentice, and that dude was a ranger / archery runner, but he was also a bard. He had his Gandolin? No, something, so whatever, like a guitar in a way.
Yeah.
And it always helped him so much. It's great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There are a lot of bards out there, and a lot of the times they are kind of played as the goofball, which is, I mean, I'd really appreciate that, but
Gondolin, I think so, IQ.
yeah, like my bard Azarai, she's my current D&D character.
I know Azarai quite well.
Yeah, she is a character that's called an Azamar, which is like essentially a descendant of a god.
OP.
Yeah, and she's got a pretty dark backstory, which you don't know yet. So I'm excited for that.
I don't.
Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. It'll be exciting when that all comes out. Okay. So the last game we did play did end with me being drunk and having to be carried away by another one of our players.
Yes, I remember that.
So
I was like, what is going on? Why?
It had a rough day.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So I mean, look, I'm like slowly trying to build her up, but at the moment she is kind of more on that goofball-y kind of thing. Oh my god, we are, Josh.
Yes. I don't know. Josh has been drunk twice now. He's like, I'm always drunk and carried away, so I don't know.
I think I've only been drunk like once, and I haven't been
you
since.
are, I think, 4 years older than him, but we're not gonna go over that. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that though.
So that's dice. You have a fascination with dice more because of what they are in the broader world of the game, and you have fascination with the game, and that just bleeds into dice.
Yeah. It's just dice. It's just. Yeah, it's hoarding. It's hoarding.
Yeah.
It's just straight up hoarding, if I'm honest.
I did when you first bought like your second, third dice set. I was like, is she okay?
Well, okay, but here's the
8.
thing though. It jumped from 1 set of dice to 2 set of dice straight to like 8.
There's no build up.
So we had a bit of a jump.
A bit, yes. You could call that a bit.
I did bulk buy. I did do a bulk buy of dice. But it happened. So here we are.
That's crazy. And wait, sorry. This is completely random. But you're drinking a can out of a metal straw. Josh, weren't you drinking a Pepsi can out of a metal straw last night? It was Pepsi Mango though, but what? Yeah, he was. You and Josh, same person.
We're the same person.
It was literally, other than it was a Pepsi Mango instead of a Pepsi Max, it was literally the same thing. Metal straw and everything. Oh my goodness. I was like, I recognize that. Damn it, Josh.
My metal straw is from a Mexican restaurant, and I got it because I bought I got it because I got like a 14-ounce margarita, I think.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, you get margarita. I mean, a straw with margarita. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
They had like a deal where if you got like the larger size margarita, I ended up sharing it with like 3 people because I didn't like
Okay.
it.
Fair
But
enough.
it was a really gross flavor. I think it was like pineapple lime. It's just too much, too many flavors in one
Yeah, there's
thing.
a lot of citrus.
But
yeah.
yeah, but you got 2 metal straws that came with it, and so I took both the metal straws home.
Didn't share them with the people, but just they're my straws now. Yeah.
I paid for it.
That's fair. That's fair, you know? And wait, how long ago was this?
Ooh, year and a half ago.
And you're still using the straw, so it was a margarita well bought.
Yep, margarita well
Yeah.
spent.
Helping you a year and a half in the future. I like it. So a good question about the dice, Josh.
Very good question. I like that one.
I don't remember what Discord, if you were in there or not. We mentioned dice once, and he was able to remember it a month or 2 later. And asking about dice. I remember, I think I was in a Discord call when he wrote that, and for a second I started saying, "What, Josh?" And then I was like, "Oh,
my god, no. I just remembered which Discord call it was, and it makes me want to laugh.
I'm sure. Hey, Felix.
It
hello.
was the Teddles one. The one where me and Emil's just ended up silent and wheezing for about 6 minutes.
Teddles is such a funny person. I am not surprised. Oh my goodness. I love Teddles.
Literally, like I had to mute myself. I had to take my headphones off. Meals was
Dying.
just, she'd been taken into the abyss of darkness.
Yeah. Oh, yes. She does that.
Like, and I got up and I thought I was done, and then I saw Emil's face and I started laughing again. And I was just
I remember that.
I gotta cut myself off.
It was just you two. Everybody else was like, haha.
It was.
What?
Everyone else was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? And then Emil's and I had just lost it.
You guys are great. Was that I think is when your friendship really blossomed with Emil's?
Yeah, that was
and,
when we first bonded.
Yeah.
That was our first bonding moment, I think.
For sure.
It just went from there. But yeah, no, it was that happened.
Good times. My goodness. Okay.
Question number 3. Let's go.
Yes, number 3. Evelyn asks, what genres of music do you listen to?
Ooh.
Music, if any. I'd be hard-strung to answer this.
I don't think I have like a solid answer.
What a solid answer.
No.
I wouldn't have a solid answer either, honestly.
Yeah. It depends on the day. Like, honestly, it depends on it doesn't even depend on the day. It depends on like the 5 minutes.
The 5. Yep, I get that.
Not even the hour, not even the half an hour, the 5 minutes. It changes every 5 minutes. The only way I can describe like my sense of music genre is this morning whilst cleaning the house, I was watching a Pink concert with my parents whilst we were like cleaning and tidying. Immediately after that, it was 70s, 80s rockabilly. And then I went and started cleaning my room to show tunes. And then before stream started, and I was setting all this up, I had sea shanties playing.
That's a lot of different types of genres. My goodness.
I
like it though. I like it. Hey, Mona.
I like Falling in Reverse.
Yeah.
I like Black Veil Brides, AC/DC, Celine Dion.
All good. That I know of.
Like I know the Hamilton. I know the Hamilton songs almost off by heart. I know the Beetlejuice soundtrack. I love Hans Zimmer, who is movie composer.
I know Hans. It's good.
Love his music. He honestly has some beautiful compositions. I grew up with my grandmother listening to like German folk music, so we would just have
yes.
we'd have the record player out on the weekend, and it was like 99 Luft Balloons, and then Sound of Music, and then immediately into like a German version of a polka. And it was, so I don't think I have like a favorite music genre, or even like a music genre that I solidly listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like
There you go.
yeah, my dad's also really into music, so I feel like with growing up with him, I'd listen to some weird stuff. Like, it's just,
I can imagine.
Yeah, car rides were full of like every single genre you could imagine. Like there was Johnny Cash, there was
Yes.
Queen,
Yes.
there was like Kylie Minogue,
Yes.
and then it was like straight back to AC/DC,
Yes.
and then it was like Disturbed and like heavy metal. Immediately into this band called They Might Be Giants, who has a song about like a man that's made of particles, and it was just like Particle Man was the song. It's a great song. Highly recommend it. The same band also did the Dr. Evil theme song for Austin Powers.
I haven't seen Austin Powers, but yes.
Yeah. It's great. I think so just growing up in my household, you kind of just got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. When me, we got a little bit of nothing. But there you go. Wow, good question, Evelyn.
Yeah, no, I liked that one. That was fun.
Yeah, because it wasn't clear cut.
Makes me think.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
Oh, it's going great, Snow. How are you going? Welcome. But Evelyn also follows on, and we've already answered this, but now you can go into more detail. Do you have any pets?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 dogs. I have Willow, who is a... God, what month are we in?
We're in September, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a almost 10-month-old English Cocker Spaniel, whose name is Willow. She's adorable. She's real little. She was freshly bathed today, so she's like extra fluffy.
Ooh, floofy.
And then I have a 9-year-old English Staffy, who is the biggest. He's the biggest baby I've ever met.
Yes, we love Bo.
And his name is Beauregard.
Yep.
So he's Bo. But yeah, have those 2 dogs, and we've always had 2 dogs in the family. So those are our 2 at the moment. I lost one last year, and she was also an English Staffy. Her name was Bella.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we've always had dogs in the family. I've always grown up with dogs. I have Mossman.
And I was gonna say Mossman if you forgot him. Mossman, 100%.
He's my pet.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've got 2 dogs at the moment. I love them. They're very sweet.
Yes, they are. They're good dogs.
Yeah.
They are.
They own me. They own me.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
I can't even describe the sleeping arrangement, because they both sleep on the bed with me. And I think it was me pressed up with my back against the headboard with one of my blankets and a pillow. I have 4 pillows, specifically for the reason that I get 1, they get 3.
Fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, they're the doggos.
Because Bo sleeps on one with one covering him, but also like sprawled out on the bed, and then Willow just takes up the rest of the bed and a pillow. So it's a very interesting sleeping arrangement. But no, they're great.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I think I've ever really slept with a pet, so it's just like, wow.
It's just really, it's like comforting. We didn't always have them in our bed. I think the first one who was allowed into our beds was Bella, so that was 14 years ago now. So she was the first one that was allowed. But it's just, honestly, I can't sleep without them now. It's like like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
It's what I assume like people who have long-term partners and live together.
Yeah.
It's like an attachment thing of like, oh, there's somebody else in the bed. It's like, oh, I can't sleep unless like I have this living thing snoring in my face.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, even to some people need silence, some people need noise, some people need darkness, some people need light, etc. Yeah. So. Whereas I only can sleep in silence. So, yeah, it's just whatever you get used to. You just have to do at the end of the day. And you have doggos.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good one to have. I like it. I like it. And your doggos are good doggos.
They are good doggos. I love them so much.
Char, this is an interesting question. Because there's probably going to be a list like 100 long. Anyway, what do you like to cook/bake?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah, Char. Thank you.
Cooking and baking, there are two separate lists.
Oh, yes.
Baking, I love making brownies and cookies just because those are like, they're super easy and they're super simple to make. And
super
it's
good.
literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I like making cake pops purely because
they're fancy.
even if you start out trying to make a cake and the cake goes wrong, you can turn that into a cake pop.
Yeah.
All a cake pop is, spoilers for anybody who didn't know this, a cake pop is just a cake that's been crumbled up and mixed with frosting to like hold it together.
Yeah,
that's all a cake pop
and
is.
They're so good.
And it's good because with the frosting, it keeps them nice and like soft and moist. And it's just really easy to mold and keep together. And it's not as dry as the people who make cake pops with like the cake pop machines. So they're really yum to make. Love a muffin.
Good.
Love making muffins.
Muffins
are
good.
great. And
Yes.
banana bread. Love making banana
Yes.
bread. But actual cooking,
Same.
I've got a family recipe for that I've made a couple of times for schnitzels. German style schnitzel.
Schnitzels.
Yep. German style schnitzel and German style potato salad. We've got the family recipes which
Okay.
have been passed down for that. And then I love making meatballs and rice
Maples.
and lasagna. Love lasagna. And as most people already know, love me some Mexican nachos.
Hey, nachos.
Yeah, there will be a cooking stream. There will be a cooking stream.
Yeah.
Eventually, when we're allowed to actually leave our
Yep.
homes.
I can't
But
wait.
yeah, I've got like 2 ways that I make nachos and burritos now. One of them takes 9 hours. One of them takes like half an hour.
Wow.
And the 9 hour one takes 9 hours because it involves slow cooking truck steak.
Yes.
But yeah, so those are probably my favorites.
I can't wait for that day. It's gonna be so good.
Here's what we're gonna do. I've already got a plan. You've got the Doritos.
Yes,
you've
I
got
do.
you've got all the chips. I'll just bring the meat.
Okay.
I'll just pre-cook the meat and we'll just have a fiesta.
It has Doritos.
But yeah, I'll just bring the meat and then we'll just have it with the Doritos. It'll be fine.
Bit of sour cream and cheese.
Yeah. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of sour cream.
Yep. Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so good.
I'm having nachos tonight because I had a few up before. So, yes. Ah, it's good. Oh, I can't wait. That'll be a good stream, guys. One day, probably November, hopefully. I think that's when.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That's when we
hoping,
should
yeah.
hopefully be back to like COVID normal.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah.
Oh well, hopefully. Hey, Sweden. Oh, I died here. So yes, good question. She'll probably be making green cake pops for me at some stage. I haven't 100% decided, but that's sounding pretty good.
Well,
right now.
I can attempt to make green cookies, but
That's
green
okay.
cake pops would be easier.
Oh, nice, Josh. And then Chart brings up with an interesting question. Should Wings host a George in the Jungle movie night?
Yes.
No. Moving on.
Yeah. 100% yes.
I don't see the fascination.
It's such a good movie. Such a good movie.
We're already
It's
watching
so
Space Jam for
stupid.
you next time.
I know.
Yeah, and then it will be
Later.
October, so
Later.
we'll probably watch scary movies. So
Well,
it'll
I
be
mean,
wild.
okay, fine then. We'll just host our own movie night, Shah.
Yeah, I'll come watch. Yeah.
We'll just hold our own movie night, Shah, and we'll just watch Children of the Jungle, and then people can just come if they want. So here's the announcement that eventually once I figure out how to do it, we'll have a movie night.
You can do that. You feel free to use my Discord if you want. Just get
Yeah, I
people in
know,
there,
but the last time I tried to use Discord and share videos, that didn't work out well, did it?
That's true. That's true. Look, I could even host it. I'm saying it's not going to be one of our Saturdays, but we can just do it during the week or something. It'll be fine. Yeah. Have some chefing. Yeah, yes, that's right, IQ. And yeah, and then movie night karaoke and bowling and stuff that the Melbourneites are going to do after.
Yeah. Meetup.
Yeah,
Meetup.
Melbourne meetup. After we're allowed to. And when they open up
Yeah,
bowling
well,
and stuff again. Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm really looking forward to just leaving the house.
Yeah. It's good. It takes a lot of energy to leave the house. I left the house 2 days ago and I'm like, oh my goodness. That was yesterday.
I left the house 4 times yesterday.
Wow.
In the one day. To go to the
That's a lot of
same
time.
place 4 times.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
I had to go to the shops 4 times.
Why? Did you
Well,
forget
I
something?
I went in the morning to get stuff for me, and then Mum's like, "Oh, can you go get something for me?" And so I went and got stuff for her. And then I got home, and as soon as I got home, she's like, "Oh, I forgot to give you this. Can you go back?" And I was like, "All right, fine." So I went back to go to the post office, and then I got home, and literally 2 hours later, Mum's like, "Hey, can you go out and get stuff for dinner?"
Oh dear.
And I was like,
Mother spook.
I was like,
Very
"Sure, yeah."
organized.
Well, mind you, my dad and I don't really want her leaving at the moment
Yeah.
just because of COVID and she's got health stuff. So it's
Fair.
fine. I'm okay. Oh, I'm happy to be the sacrificial
That's
lamb.
good. That's good. That's good. Helping out the fam. Trouble has a question I'm not sure if I want to ask.
Yeah.
But it's trouble, and so I feel like I'd get in trouble. What embarrassing stories can you share about wings? Now, I mean, me and Spook haven't pre-talked about anything like this.
Oh.
So if she starts telling a story, I have no idea where it might be going.
I don't even know.
I don't think I ever did anything that embarrassing. I wasn't that
No.
dumb. Like,
Honestly, it's kind of annoying. He's like one of our smart friends, so he doesn't really do anything
yeah.
stupid. So
Yeah.
I mean, look, he said some dumb stuff. But
my tongue
none
slips
that I can
at
remember.
times. Like,
Yeah, but like none that I can solidly remember. Like he's not Neeb. So
yes. And hi, Flix.
Fish! Hi, Fishy! Hello,
Flixie
Fish.
Fishy. Hello. How you doing?
So,
I don't know.
God.
Composed.
Okay,
Okay.
the only thing I can think of, Trouble, would be we all went, like, a bunch of us IRLs went to Lawn, like on a beach trip last year, and
Yes.
he kept going on and on about like this falls and like garbage bags, and none of us really knew what he was talking about. And then we get there, and he immediately goes to an IGA, and like we're parked there, and we're looking for lunch places, and then he just like wanders off and buys this roll of garbage bags, and then we're just like, all right, what are we doing? And he's just like, basically, follow me, I'm gonna show you something. And he took us.
Wait, hold on, stop. Snowball! Why? I come out of nowhere. See, every time it gets good.
I know. They don't want to hear the story. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you,
Snowball doesn't want to hear the story. Snowball protests.
Exactly. Thank you for saving me, Snowball. Oh, that was perfect timing for me. Our first month to Mr. Sweden, but we love Sweden. That's amazing sub. Thank you, Snowball. 114
Congrats,
gifted subs in total. 114. That's just, aye. That's incredible snow. So thank you. I'm sure Sweden appreciates it. Thank you. Okay, go on if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm continuing the story. So basically, he took us down, like, it's not even a particularly, like, noticeable path, but he took us down this, like, path, and it was like, there were cliffs, and we were just like, is he taking it? Like, he's gonna murder us, right? This is where we all die.
Maybe.
And there was, like, 10 of us, and so we're all just, like, following him, and we have no idea where we're going. And we get to what he'd hyped up as these, like, this massive falls, like, there's gonna be so much water, it's gonna be so much fun, and it's literally, like, a couple of wet patches with these little puddles here and there, and, like, maybe a little bit of a slippery bit, and then he looked so disappointed. But then he proceeded to, without really explaining anything, take one of the garbage bags, he shoved one leg through the bottom, then he shoved the other leg through the bottom, and he essentially put it on, like, a full-body diaper. And he sat down on one of the slippery bits, and he just started scooting down this rock, and we're all just looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening right now? And he's like, look, we're garbage sliding. And he proceeded to slide down in the garbage bag down like this mossy patch into like one of the puddles. And we all ended up doing it, and it ended up being a lot of fun.
It was!
But God, we were all like, what is happening right now?
So much fun. Because yes, there wasn't much water, but the water that was there was extremely mossy. So we would still get some speed. Because I guess that water has never dried up or whatever in 9 months or a year or whatever. So it was so mossy. See it, Sweden. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. And it was
I think I ended up doing it. I myself,
Yes.
I did end up doing it.
You and the boys did.
Yeah, me and the boys.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. Because I'm pretty sure somehow I ended up going the furthest. I don't know how.
Oh, you did go so far. I was really worried.
I
about that for a
did.
second.
And so basically, it was going to be like 200 meters or something down. I started off at the top, and then I started picking up speed, and I'm like, oh no, like, oh, this is fine, it'll stop eventually. And then I just kept going. And then there was like one bit of dry rock, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll stop there. And I didn't realize how slippery it was to go there. And so I ended up just sliding, and then I just ended up launching over the bit of dry rock onto another bit of slipperiness. So I just kept going. It was a lot of fun though.
It was so much fun. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's the only really like embarrassing thing I can think of was us not knowing what's happening and him just putting on a garbage bag without really explaining it.
I just sent you something random. It doesn't matter. I just wanted it to be on my computer instead of my phone. But do you remember this?
Am I gonna be scared?
No. It has nothing to do with you, honestly. It just has to do with with what we were doing. Oh wait.
Is it Neeb? Is it Neeb?
It might be.
It is.
Wait. I'm waiting. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys a video.
It's beautiful.
Very, very quickly. So as you can see here, in between us. This is where we were. Beautiful place. See, there's me, green shirt, as we know, a green shirt. And then there's a few others, like that's Shadow, and then that's someone else that comes in occasionally. We call Neeb. And so, you know, we're looking at more places to go down in the bags. And there was just like a little bit of very slippy, but not very long part there. So we're looking at that. And then...
I remember it.
We love him. Absolutely nowhere. Like, I'm not even looking at it. I hear it. And I'm just like, what happened?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Oh, that was good times. Oh, my goodness.
I just remember him being, like, so butthurt because he was wearing a white shirt. And we're all just going, like, well, then you should have taken off your shirt.
The next thing that happens is he literally takes it off, which is why
Yeah.
I took it off the screen. He takes off his shirt and you just see his...
It was so funny
my
though. It was
goodness.
really funny.
Oh, we love him. But he's that person that is older than us, but the least mature.
He's the eldest.
Yeah.
He is the eldest, and he's meant to be the wisest. And he's just, I
But
love him, but he's really not.
We do love him, but he's, yep. Great person. I was hoping we still had the bags on to show that, but maybe somewhere else. But yeah.
No, I think I've got video somewhere of him
Probably.
or of somebody with a bag.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
But it really, we need to do that again and go not during February this time, the end of summer. We need to go when there's been rain.
We need to go like
Nice.
March, April.
Yes.
April-ish.
Yeah, so even now, like the time I've been before was something like October or whatever, and it was quite.
Well, I'm gonna be
pretty
closer
good.
to there soon. So
Yes, we still need to wait for November or December, but yeah, it was good fun. December should still be okay because obviously there was 3 more months of drying off for it to get to there, and there was still some. So I don't know. Anyway, that was fun. So yeah, that being the most embarrassing story. I think I've done pretty well.
that's probably that's all I can think of. That's
good times.
There's literally nothing
Yeah.
that you've ever done that's embarrassing.
I can't
Which
really.
is kind of annoying because I've done a lot of embarrassing stuff.
True. Now, thank you, Emils. Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, you remember when we played IDAB at my house?
Yes.
Yes, the first time.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys that after that my mum came and was like, never again, you guys were so loud?
No, I think you did. I think you did tell us that. It was the greatest. Because I love Mama Wings. Mama Wings is amazing.
It was like 6, 7
and like
years ago
she
now.
was so nice. She was so nice, but you could just tell when we were leaving that she was so happy that we were leaving.
She likes her peace and quiet. She literally moved to a farm out of everything. She likes peace and quiet.
Yeah, because basically, when our friendship gets together, we somehow just, we sound like an army. Like, we sound like a 500-person army just yelling at everybody and nobody at the same time.
Yep. Even though there's only like 5, 6, 7 of us, it's fine.
Yeah, there's not many of us, but somehow we just make enough noise to go insane.
But you know, me and you will be yelling at the guy that's just fallen, and then the other guy, he'll be. We just all get into yelling competitions, but not angrily, obviously.
No.
It's just.
No.
It's usually trying to make him understand. Our people understand what's going on, and then sometimes
we
it's
were
me
the
as well.
same. We were the same in high school, though.
Yes. Yes.
We used to play Uno during like lunch breaks and stuff.
Oh,
and
the Unos. Oh no.
Yeah. There is. We have like a known thing in our group where as soon as somebody's like getting loud, somebody will just go like, Uno. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing that we have. Is all they'll need to say is when we're getting loud is Uno. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, Uno. We played that for like a good 6 months or whatever.
We did. We played it like every day as well. It's great. I think I just kept it in my locker.
Yeah, you did.
I just stopped taking it home and I just put it in my locker.
It was great. Good times. Anyway, okay, so moving on. Nora asks, who, if anyone, do you watch on Twitch besides me, Wings?
Ooh.
I mean, you'll watch Critical. That's a Twitch thing, right?
I watch Crit Roll because that is a Twitch thing.
Yeah.
I watch you.
It's me. I've seen you pop in occasionally to other people like Josh, I think. And
yeah, I pop in occasionally to Josh. Every now and then, Teddle's stream alert wakes me up at 2 a.m. and scares the bejesus out of me, so I'll pop in and just go like,
They're capable. Yep, he does that. He's scary.
I used to watch Loser Fruit a bit.
Oh yeah.
I don't really as much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else. I used to watch Cryotic a bit as well.
Yeah.
Cryotic was somebody I watched a bit. Who else? I'm trying to think of like the people that I'm following.
Did he actually firm? It was Batman. It can suck you in sometimes, so if you're able to still watch it just occasionally with certain people, that's probably better than getting Twitch on 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I can't really think of
That's
anybody
fair.
else that I really watch. I think
Yeah.
you're really the only one that I'm like, I need to be in it at least once, just to show that I'm there.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have recently been like, I've been popping into Cannibals streams a bit now as well.
would love Cannibal.
Yeah.
It's such a good
No,
job. with the
I like
emote
watching them draw stuff. So.
and the logo. So great.
Thanks.
A couple of skeletons. Oh my goodness. Pullman Tettle's dying and. Ah, lovely. He had a hardcore world for literally months. At one point, he's never really been able to get back up to that. But oh well.
Yeah.
I guess I'm better at hardcore than him right now. Apparently. Recurve. We love Recurve. Oh, this question. I pre-read this question. It's like interesting. Let's not get too into the possible controversial things that it can lead to, but the plain question is.
All right.
Do you think we're alone as the only living beings in the universe? / do you think there's other life out there? Doesn't have to be sentient life, just any sort of life.
All right.
Cannibal was here earlier, but said that they had to go.
All right. So, I am a believer I'm kind of a believer of ghosts.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
With aliens and stuff like that, or like just other beings being out there, I'm like, surely there has to be something.
Enough.
There has to be something, because big, like, billions and billions of miles and light years away, there are so many other planets, and there are so many other things, and I'm just like, there's got to be something. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like smarter than us. It could just be like plants or
a blob,
or little blobs. Like, it
man.
could be, yeah. Like, it could be like just little like bacteria, but it's something that's living. So like, I feel like there's probably something out there, but I don't know what it is, and I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. I mean, there's always been little talks of Mars, and recently Venus having some.
Yeah.
I think that's a very commonly held view nowadays. Is like, you don't really know, but there's an extraordinarily, a lot of planets out there, so probably.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's out there, but there's got to be something. There's something out there.
That's fair.
But
I think that's a
I
fair and level-headed view.
It's a very interesting question, but I don't think I have anything further to say than that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I don't really. Yeah. And I understand people. I think like Ricky Bobby is one that is quite interested in that type of stuff, and I understand that. But
yeah.
That same time, I couldn't care. Doesn't affect me, and when it does, I'll deal with it if it ever does. Good job, Nora. Fuck you. Hope you're enjoying it. So yeah, interesting. Good answer, I think.
Diplomatic.
Yes, I agree. Because I like one of my favorite things is talking about things that are controversial, but talking about it in a good manner, so that nobody gets angry and stuff. I really enjoy that. But obviously, on Twitch, it doesn't really usually work that way. There'll be someone in chat that will be like, that offends me. That's fine. That's the internet. But I like it sometimes. Char's got a few questions here.
Ooh.
Char Potato, what do you think?
This is an automated message, nerd. That is.
I don't think that was automated, Potato. But anyway, where was I? What's the one thing, if there is anything, you would like to change about yourself?
Ooh. All right.
These are always interesting. And remember, you don't have to answer any of these. But yeah. Interesting.
I'm gonna answer everything. I'm gonna answer everything I get asked.
I feel like you
If
would
I
type of
if I
person
can.
that would do that. Yes.
It's a challenge.
It is. Yeah.
It's a challenge. One thing I wish I could change about myself.
It's not an easy question.
Yeah. It's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think I'd change anything about myself, like, physically. Like, I wish I was a little bit fitter, but that's something I'm working towards now,
Yes.
so I'm fine with that. I'm happy with where I am.
That's good.
But I kind of wish, in a way, that I had the ability to say, like, no and stand up for myself a little bit more.
Okay.
Especially in, like, work scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, I work. It's not like a bad job, but it's not an easy job at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we are at work, I find that I don't find myself saying no a lot. So I'm like, usually I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Oh, I'll do this. Or, oh no, I can take that home and I'll finish it in my own time. Like, I'm sorry for being an inconvenience. But it's just, I find that I need to stop doing that. So if I could change something, it would probably be that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And I relate to that. I mean, there was one day I nearly got a job that I really didn't want to just because I couldn't say no. It's like, you're being really nice, but I don't want this job. And then, so, yeah, it's hard to say no sometimes, especially to people, role models or people in power or whatever. Even if you're fully within your rights to and not like anything bad will happen. So, yeah, it can be difficult.
Yeah.
For sure. So does Spook have chat up? I believe Spook does.
I do. I can see you.
Yes.
Thank you, Nora and Warthog.
And yeah, IQ. Yeah, it can be difficult. I've always been like, within reason, nobody like needs to change anything about themselves. You should like enjoy.
Yeah.
You should like who you are, but nobody's perfect either. So there's always room to move. So I feel like you always need that balance of keep improving, but being happy with who you are. Within reason, if you're a terrible person or something, then maybe you have some things to do, but nobody here is like that.
I feel like, and it's a really harsh thing to say, but I feel like, look, there are days when I hate myself.
Yeah.
But that's just everybody has those days where they don't like who they are.
I feel like you're right there. Yeah.
That's just life.
Yeah.
But on a whole, I think I like who I am and I like who my parents have helped me be. Like, that's one thing I probably, well, I say a lot to them, but I don't say it as much as I want to. That, like, I thank my parents a lot for making me who I am. Because I wasn't an easy child.
I can picture that.
I was the only girl with 2 older brothers. And, like, the brothers were brothers. They were, like, bro code, wrestling. The one time I tried to wrestle with them, I got put under a beanbag whilst they wrestled on top of the beanbag. No. So that was fun. But, like, honestly, I don't think I thank my parents enough for making me who I am and, like, getting me to where I am. I'm really lucky that I have such supportive parents. Like, they're so open to everything and, like, every possibility. Cool. And, like, I left school early just because I really wasn't happy, and I've been working full-time for almost 6 years now, I think.
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6 years. Like, I've been working full-time for a long time.
Long time for our age.
Yeah, and so I'm really happy with my life, and, like, I've got so much more that I want to do, and they're like, yeah, go for it, do it.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll help you. We'll figure it out. Like, we'll get there. Like, just tell us where you want to go, and we'll help you get there. And so, like, I feel like having parents that are that supportive makes me want to change less about myself.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, cool.
I mean, parents that so obviously are supportive and love you and stuff like that, I think would definitely give you self-confidence that, hey, if my parents like me, I'm allowed to like me too, right?
Yeah. Like, my
That's kinda
parents
cool.
like me. So that's a reason to like yourself.
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
no.
Yeah, your parents are very cool. Always very, very welcoming.
They're pretty alright. I'll
Yes.
give them that. They're pretty alright.
Well, even when I got to your house earlier that one day, I was just like, "Oh, hi, Papa. Is real spook in here somewhere? Oh, just you, Papa. Oh, hello. What's up, dude?"
I remember that. That was amazing. It was just you and Papa Spook hanging out for a
just
bit.
chilling for 5 minutes. Good times. Yeah. I can easily tell you where they are, IQ. I remember. But that's cool. That's some good answers. I mean, obviously, we met each other in year 9. So, I mean, I think we both changed in the last 7 years. No, that's too long. Is it? I don't know.
No, it's about 7
7
years.
years?
Yeah, almost 8, I think.
Yeah.
It's like 8 at the start of next year.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
From 2015 to now, that's 7 years. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, we both changed a lot, and I think that time, and I think it's very cool to think back to you back there, and now I was like, yeah. You haven't changed crazily, but I think you've definitely changed for the better.
I'm just as short.
That is one thing hasn't changed at all. Yeah. Not height.
Nope. I am still the 5'3" person I was then.
Yep. That's okay, nobody cares. We never make fun of you for your height ever, so it's fine.
Oh, really? No one's ever made fun of me for my height ever, have they?
Not in our group. We're so supportive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so supportive about the height thing.
Anyway, just vertically challenged. Exactly.
Thank you for trying to make me feel better trouble. No, I knew I had it coming. Like, I'm taller than my uncle and my aunt, and I'm taller than my grandmother was. My brother isn't that much taller than me. My dad's a little bit taller than me, but you don't know where he got his height from.
Fair.
But with me and my siblings, so I'm 5'3". One of my brothers is, I think, like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
So he's on the normal-ish side of height-wise, because mum's bloodline came in to even it out. Like, I have a 6'5" cousin.
Ooh.
And then my oldest brother is 6'2".
Ah.
So he is almost a full foot taller than me.
That's nuts. That's a big difference.
So whenever we meet up, I'm like just at his shoulder, and I'm just like, "Hi, how are you? How you doing up there?"
That's like
yeah.
funny as kids also, but like now that you're all adults, it's like,
yeah.
Hi.
No, as kids it was fine, cause like me and my eldest brother, there's an 8-year age gap between us. So he's always been taller than me, like he's always been the tallest. But then I think we got to a point where like I was 13, he was 19, and I just stopped growing. I stopped growing at 13. And so, like, we got into high school, and I'm like waiting to keep going up there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get tall. Like, I'm gonna get tall. Look at my brother; he's fine. I'm like, I'm fine. And then, I think I got to when I finally did change schools, and when I met you guys, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is it for me. I'm gonna be perpetually short. But yeah. So. Tall spook never happened, short spook prevails.
Which is kind of weird for me, because when I picture back young spook, it's pretty much exactly the same as you are now, because you haven't changed in height or anything. Whereas the others, you know, they've grown and changed and whatever.
Taller.
Yeah. But I picture back you're exactly the same.
The only difference is these.
Yeah,
these are the only differences.
No tattoos when you were 15, surprisingly.
No. These are the only differences that I've been able to make for my body.
Yes. That's fair. That's fair. And I mean your hair, I mean in that photo there, they're pretty long, but
yeah, no, I've done a lot of things with my hair, I think, to compensate.
Yes. Fair. Not hurting anyone. Looking good. It's fine. That's lovely. So that was a good question, Shah, that came out of that. The change about yourself.
That was a really good question.
It's good. Char's very nice. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if you've been in a voice school with Char.
I don't. No, I have. I have.
You guys would vibe.
Among Us.
Ah, yes, you guys would vibe hard, I reckon. It'd be good.
Yeah, we do. We did. We vibed super hard.
Yeah. Now, she also asks, what's your favorite book/movie of all time, and why did it speak to you so much? In fact, yes, you did, Char. Hogu. It's a book/ so book and or movie, I guess, and why?
I mean, okay, look. The answer is Harry Potter.
Yes.
That
I
was a
saw
given.
that coming. Yes.
Even though
book
the
and
movies
movie
weren't,
wow.
book and movie.
Yeah.
Even though the movies weren't as well done as the books were, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of J.K. Rowling,
Yep.
like she can't take Harry Potter away from me. Like that's something I grew up listening to. Like I think the first book came out in 1998 and I was born that year. So that's something that's awesome for me.
That's cool, yeah.
But and I will always remember it. This is why Harry Potter is such a big thing for me, and this is why I will fight for to the death for this series.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, no,
She's
my
serious,
dad.
guys.
Yeah, no, I will fight to the death. Like I have a knife somewhere in this room.
Yeah,
God help me.
She's serious, guys.
When I was 5 years old, I remember, my brother got given the books. My eldest brother got given the books for Christmas.
Okay.
And he would get them like as they came out. And so, when I was 5, my dad started reading them to me as bedtime stories.
Oh.
And so we'd just started this thing where we would read the books over a nighttime. And then the movies started coming out. So, and because I wasn't old enough to go and see them in the theater, like we'd buy them when they came out on DVD. And so we'd watch them at home and we'd make this whole big thing out of it. And we ended up at a point where my dad had reread me the book series about 3 times.
Wait, the entire series?
The entire series about 3 times. Or like all the books that were out.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like Prisoner of Azkaban I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban. When that started coming out in the movies, I was finally old enough to go in and see them.
Okay.
So I went and saw like Prisoner of Azkaban onwards in the movies, and the last movie, Deathly Hallows Part 2, when that came out, my eldest brother and me, we went together to the midnight screening the night that it was released.
Yeah.
And I'd reread all the books. I think by this point I'd read the books about 7 times. Like,
wow.
Now I've seen all the movies at least 8 times. And that's like not including like just watching a single movie here and there. But like all of them, watching them all in a row, I've seen them 8 times. With watching like a movie here, a movie there, probably somewhere about 20. But
so much time.
Reading the books, I have read every single book 14 times.
14
times. I have read those books.
That's nuts.
And when we went to the midnight screening, I cried really hard when it ended, and when like the credits started rolling. My brother had to give me a hug because I was crying so hard.
Big bro.
And I remember it so vividly because there was a little boy sitting next to me, and with his night Nora, with his mum, and he was sitting next to me, and I was, oh god, I don't even know how old I was. I was only like new into my teens or something, and my as we were walking out, the little boy was walking behind us, and he looked up at his mum, and he was like, "Mum, why was she crying?" He only looked to be like 8 or 9, so he was still reasonably young. But he was like, Mum, why is she crying? And I still remember what the mum said, and the mum was just like, baby, that was probably her childhood.
Oh.
And I was just like, yeah, what? Childhood.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mum hit the nail on the head.
Mum hit the nail on the head. Random cinema mum, wherever you are, like, thank you for explaining to your child that was my childhood.
That's
Because
nuts.
like I remember it so much, like so vividly, that moment, because it really was. It felt like my childhood was ending at that moment, because like I'd grown up reading the books. Like I went to book days as Hermione, and it was insane. I will fight you, Advanced.
Nobody in our family's ever read or watched them, but
yeah. But it's crazy to think that it came out so long ago, and yet it's still so big and so close to so many people. And like, I know that I'm not the only person who had that experience, but it's really stuck with me. So that's probably my favorite movie. Other than that, I don't think I have a favorite movie. But favorite book, I do have another favorite book. And that is Ando, the comedian.
I know Ando.
He released a autobiography called The Happiest Refugee.
Yes, I think I remember hearing this.
Yeah, it's his story of him immigrating. So it's probably that and Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
Good old Pride and Prejudice.
Good old Pride and Prejudice.
Not that I've ever seen and or watched anything on it, but good old Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, no, it's just a beautifully written book, and I really love Jane Austen. Jane Austen, she's such a witty writer.
Okay.
Like she has a way of, even though it's an older style of book, she has a way of somehow having like a real feminist touch.
Okay.
Like there's feminism and there's her. Like she somehow, well, because when Jane Austen first started releasing books, like a woman to be writing books, unheard of.
Yeah.
It was like what is going on? Why is this woman so popular? And so for her books to be that popular, and for all of the characters in those books to be such like successful, powerful, like emboldening women who actually, you know, had opinions, another thing that's unheard of. She was it was just a really beautiful thing, and I really related to a lot of her characters just in the way that they acted and they were with each other. But Jane, Pride and Prejudice was the first book of hers that I read, so that's why I like it so much. That's another one that I've read multiple times. I think I read that one like 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a leather-bound copy of it, so I'm really proud of myself.
Should be. Wow, that's some good choices with with good backstory and everything. That's good. I mean, we were able to ask you on the spot, and you had a already like thought and methodical answer to the. So like, you know what's up.
I know my books.
Yeah.
I know my books, and I know my movies. I have a bookshelf in my room that has all of my books on it, and it's almost full. And it's like one of the decent size ones as well.
Yeah, fair enough. That's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I think they're good choices. Good question, good answer again. Cha, you're on fire. Oh, you spook. And speaking of Cha, one last one from Cha here, at least that I can see. If a genie granted you 3 wishes right now, what would you wish for?
Oh,
these are hard-hitting questions, Cha.
These are.
Like,
okay.
It takes an entire movie for Aladdin to work it out. You give me 2 minutes? Oh dear.
3 wishes.
Yes. And with normal
Cure
rules.
for cancer. Cure
like
for
that.
all cancers. Cure for all cancers.
Yeah. It's a good one. Yes, you are.
Cure for all cancers. End of poverty.
That's good. I like that.
And the ability to transport into like different oh, the word's gone. Different realities. Different realities.
So
the ability to transport myself as I wish to different realities.
is that like parallel universes?
Yeah, because then I could live in a parallel universe that Harry Potter was real.
I love it how you're like 2 Mother Teresa and then 1 for fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, Taser, I mean, you have a good point, but at the same time, I feel like we will be able to beat, you know, Corona, whereas cancer and poverty has been around for much longer. Probably will kill more people in the lifespan, but still good answer, Taser. Oh, damn it, Ricky.
That and look, okay, I would have done cure for COVID, but COVID is COVID. It's gonna be like a flu eventually. It's like,
yeah,
I've had this conversation with my parents so many times. Black Plague happened.
Yes.
That was fine. That got cured. 100 years later, the Spanish influenza happened.
Yes.
100 years later, here we are in COVID.
And I mean,
like, eventually, they're gonna find a way out of it. Whereas cancer is something that's been going on for years and years and years, and they haven't been able to find something for it because of the fact that it's such it's such a mutating disease. And it's also something that just, it sits really close to my heart. Like, I've lost a couple of family members in like the last couple of years. I've lost about 3 family members, and I've got a couple of family members at the moment who are fighting it, and family friends, and so I feel like I want to get rid of that, because so many people, and it's killing children and babies, and that's probably one that I want to get rid of. I've always wanted to get rid of that one, but that's probably mine. So
yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. And like with the Black Plague, out of the Black Plague, our hygiene got from 0 to better, and then I probably similar with Spanish and stuff like that. So yeah, I think, you know, we'll learn. I think as now terrible as it is, yeah, let it run its course and let it end as quickly as possible. But hopefully, you know, it's not all bad. Whereas cancer is probably all bad. Yeah. There's probably nothing good about that at all. I died of cancer, then of COVID. There you go. Wow. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's a good 3 wishes. I do like how you were like 2 good ones and then 1 I didn't want to have fun. Yeah, I like that.
I had to have one personal one.
Exactly.
And I don't want to be like, I don't want to wish for money, because I feel like,
no. Wait,
if I'm honest,
isn't that one of the rules in Aladdin? You can't wish to be rich.
Yeah,
so
you can't wish for money. But I really don't like the idea of having so much money that you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
That's probably like, and because it's like, it's an actual statistic. People who win the lottery are at a higher risk of killing themselves and of depression.
Yeah, it's not great.
So, like, I've always been of the mindset, like, look, if I do win the lottery, I'll do what I need with the money, and then I'll give it away.
Yeah,
like, if I
cool.
if I won $1 million right now, I would pay off my parents' mortgage.
Yes.
I would like save maybe like 20-30 grand of the money, and then the rest of it would be donated. I would donate the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's too much money to do stuff with.
Yeah.
I'd rather be like median level than be rich. It's just not something I'm interested in.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's good. You know, money isn't everything. I mean, I've made decisions that are 100% terribly financially, like leaving a really good job. But, you know, it wasn't making me happy, so I think happiness is way more important.
Happiness is more important than money.
Yeah,
100%.
Gucci. My goal, I guess, has always been to be stable. Like, not to be worried about, not to be worried about bills or anything like that.
Yeah.
But still not be like, I can buy a Lamborghini. That I don't care about. So yeah, there's a nice balance, I think. Interesting, though. Interesting again. Custom like a car. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah, given I don't have a house right now, I probably would try and get one. And then have a car that isn't on its last legs. And then I'm good. That's all. But I'm good with what I have at the moment. It's up to everyone in tier 3. Hey, that's like...
Yeah,
that's
everyone gets a tier 3.
That's giving it away in a way. Just not to a charity, to community members. Which, almost. I like that though, Gucci. That's good. Well, we just need more people here. More chance of winning the lottery. More chance of tier 3s. Easy. Hey, Taser asks, we've had some serious questions, so...
What does Taser ask? IQ, what are you doing?
We were just talking...
I mean, yay! Go you, but...
We were just talking about tier 3 subs, so as soon as I heard that, yeah, my heart jumped like, please don't be a tier 3. Thank you, IQ, for the tier 1 sub to Humanity. Humanity FFS. That's like what we've been talking. Humanity. Nice.
Oh,
Thank you,
beautiful.
IQ. I appreciate it. Pogu. My goodness. 10th for the month. Incredible. Thanks, IQ. That's perfect. Yeah, that's a good one. No, shut up. Moving on. Thank you, IQ. But yeah, so we've had some more serious questions. Now, Taser comes in with some just nice, easy.
What does Taser ask?
What's your favorite color?
Green, actually.
Yes! Yes! Green! Not
My
bribed!
My bedspread is actually green. It's actually my favorite color.
Yes. Good. I've seen it. It's true. And you have like green poison ivy leaves behind you, and you're wearing green, and you have the green tie because you're Slytherin.
I am. Look, okay, that is a partial play, but
Shut up,
no, I've always really loved like emerald green and forest, and like I really like green. So
yep. I don't think when Mills was here when you showed your t-shirt, and so that's news to her. Yeah. Yeah, green is great.
And it's assembly label because I get discount.
Discounts, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, there you go. The green matches your hair color. Oh. Yeah, I think it does.
It makes me feel like autumn.
Autumn! Autumn's nice time of year. It's good. Yeah. So there you go. I think Spook has a great fashion sense compared to us. I don't know about like fashion sense compared to the world, but she's always looking better than everybody else in the group. Within reason. Flex is up there. Anyway, and then you're quite good at interior design and stuff. Like you have pretty spaces, I think.
Oh. Thank you.
Not just because a lot of them have green touches on them. That is
no. I always try to incorporate like green or like a navy blue.
Yes.
I'm a real big fan of like green, navy with like wood. I really love like real like timber and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. That's good. I like that. Yeah. It's funny because I can see all three colors that you just mentioned in frame right now. From green to the wood to the navy blue. Love it. So yeah, good question, Taser. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, IQ, I wear whatever's comfortable. Royal blue. Really? I didn't know royal blue was a thing.
Cool.
But
fancy.
I'm sure it's good. I like this type of blue. And the lighter it gets, the worse. But still, I kind of like the blue around me.
Yeah. It's a
good.
nice blue.
Yeah. The sky. Sky blue is good blue.
Very nice blue.
I just read Taser's next question.
What is it?
You don't have to answer this. You don't have to answer this. Oh, nice. Yeah, I could see that, Emils.
What has Taser said?
Your worst and best memory of Wings.
Oh,
don't have to answer worst. I'm fine with that. You can answer best, though.
I don't think I have a worst memory.
Yes! I have succeeded in life.
I don't have bad memories of
Yay.
wings.
Oh, that's a relief. I mean, I can't think of
Yeah, I
anything,
really
but-
don't think I do. I mean, most disturbing memory
Oh.
was waking up to see you and one of our friends wrestling on the floor in front of me.
Okay, we selected people have seen this video. Yes, that's not my fault.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
that's
my
probably
fault.
most disturbing.
He
was
was
that,
wrestling me. I wasn't
But it's
wrestling
not
him.
bad.
Yep.
I mean, you
Anyway.
weren't exactly.
I-
Yeah.
We analyzed the video.
But best memory? God.
Don't have any of them either.
No, I do. I have a few. I'm trying to pick my favorite.
Oh, okay. It's true IQ. We can send it to you, Josh. Remind me later.
And Taser, no one.
That, true. I was
No
just
one.
trying to escape. He was on top of me. I'm sorry. And I escaped, so.
No, okay. Favorite memory for real was it sounds really bad, but it was when you left us.
Ah, yes! Best memory is me leaving.
No,
I love
it was
it.
when you left and moved schools. When you moved, you gave us all
Oh,
little
yeah.
personalized. You gave us personalized cards,
Yeah.
and every card had like a different thing for every person. And I still remember yours said like, "Thank you so much for being my friend, and thank you for bringing all of us together. Like we never really hung out after like outside of school until you came along. So
True.
thank you for being the person that did that."
It's true.
And it was just really sweet.
Yeah.
And that's also when Boris came into the
Is
world.
the conception of Boris, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Your side, not,
So
yeah.
that was the conception story of Boris as well. And Boris is such a big thing now.
Yes.
And
Doobie.
it makes me really happy because it makes me feel like we're all kind of like still with you
Yeah.
in a way, which is really cute.
Yeah. I mean, within reason, I think that was the point, right? It was like, remember us.
It was. We gave it to
Ugh.
you, and I'm pretty sure we threatened
I
you
knew that was coming. That
when
was
we
coming.
gave it to you.
Oh, and Junior, apparently.
And Boris Jr. I'm not responsible for Boris Jr.,
No.
but I'm responsible for Boris.
No. But he's obviously an offshoot of, he's only around because of Big Boy Boris. There we go.
Yeah.
That was
Baby Boris.
great. Yeah. And then I would bring him to all of our get-togethers afterwards.
Yeah.
Once every 3 to 6 months or whatever.
He once
That's
was force-fed pasta.
That's true.
He
Doesn't
was
like
force-fed
pasta.
pasta. He's been on road trips.
Yes.
He's been to game nights.
Yes. True. He's
But
been
yeah.
cuddled to within an inch of its life. Flicks.
He has. He's been
Yeah.
strangled.
Yes. Yes. He's gone through a lot. It's hard being, a teddy bear in this group. Teddy bear picnic
Yeah.
when. Should I bring Boris to karaoke?
Yes. Yes. Please
Do you
do.
want to go? He says he won't sing, but no.
That's fine, baby. Click will come. Boris can come.
No.
Boris will have a great time.
I'm sure he would. Yes. No, I'm not, Josh. They really, really wanted to do it. I'm like, I'll be there. I'm not gonna sing, but I'll be there. And they were like, we'll take it because then we'll force you when you're
We'll
there.
take
But no.
Yeah, but no.
I remember that. I mean, I remember, I think I still have them somewhere as well on like the second last day or whatever our last like homeroom session was. My homeroom kind of did the same thing back for me, but I already had the cards, so like I didn't steal their idea. But
Yeah.
it was.
So I've got
big.
like a keepsake box of like things, like little knick-knacky things, and it's in that box.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that forever.
Aww. Like I'm keeping Boris forever.
Yeah.
And yes, Emils. But yeah, no, it was big time. It was good time.
So yeah. So that's probably my favorite memory.
Yeah. Good, which is funny. But yeah, it was insane. Oh, we
Favorite memory was you leaving us forever.
Yes. We could talk about this forever again. But, no, it's good times. And then we're still here. That was in year 10. It's crazy though, because we met in year 9 and then I left in year 10. And now we're still friends.
Yeah.
So we were only friends for like 9 months or so before I
think we were,
left it. And then we were still able to be friends 7
Yeah.
years later or so. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So yeah, thank you, Taser. I was scared of your questions originally, but it worked out well. Yeah, Emils, it is. Now Taser asks as well, why are you so caring and mum-like? Even though we've kind of jumped over your mother.
Yeah.
So I have something to do with your mum.
It's mum. My mum is like a really big person in how I am. She is. I'm
Really
part of
like
a really, really, really big family. So
Yes.
my mum was one of 8 girls. So we have like a lot of females in our family, and it's like we have really big get-togethers, and I'm so used to like everybody making food and like everybody
Yep.
taking care of each other and calling people and going like, how are you today? And mum's like the second or third youngest in the family. I think she's like the second youngest. But she's also kind of like the ringleader in the fact we're like family gatherings. It's like she's planning it.
Okay.
So probably I get a lot of that from her, and I'm so grateful because I love being that person. I love giving people things.
Yes.
Like I like making people feel good about themselves, and I like helping people, and I like that kind of thing, which is what I aspire to do for the rest of my life. Like I want to be a really caring person. I want to be a giver, and that's another thing that I find like kind of annoying at work is that some people are like, but why do you do it? Like, what are you getting out of it? Like,
Yeah.
what's your deal with this? Like, stop giving so much. And I'm just like, no, it's what I do. It
Yep.
makes other people happy, and seeing other people happy makes me happy. So, that's kind of why I am mum. But I feel like it's also because in high school, like, I felt the need to. I'm very shy meeting new people, which is
Yeah.
really weird because on the internet I feel like I'm just like, yeah, let's go. But
Yes.
in real life, when it's like face to face, I'm just like, hee 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 hee.
Yes.
And so it's just, I really like taking care of people that have earned my trust. And as soon as you've earned my trust, like, I'm immediately going to become just like
True.
your parental figure. Like,
Yes.
I will fight for you for the rest of my life.
She will.
Like, and I've been like that with all of my friends. Like, but then in saying that, if you lose my trust,
Yep.
we're done.
Yep.
Like, I don't forgive easy. Which is, I don't get that off my mum.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
just me. But I didn't have a great relationship with people in primary school, and like the start of high school was just a mess. And so, I mean, technically our group is the reason I'm so motherly.
Yeah, I'll
They
take
kind of started that being like a full thing, but I feel like it's just who I am in a way.
Yeah.
Like I like being the person to bring the food and set up stuff, and I like planning things, and I like it's something I like doing. I like making things easier for other people and making people happy. So that's my wholesome answer to that
Yes.
question.
And you do it very well. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, like, pretty much every single year that I could think of since you know me pretty much, you've given me a birthday and or Christmas present in some way.
Yeah, I like giving people presents.
And like, I'm like,
have
stop.
your birthday present behind me.
Yeah, okay, there you go. And I'm like, stop,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten you anything. But she'll
Yeah,
keep on going.
nope. I
And she's
have
okay with it.
everybody gets a birthday present, and
Yep.
currently everybody who's already had their birthdays, their presents are all literally behind me on the shelf,
Yep. There you
hidden
go.
by the chair.
Wow. So
Yeah, I like
can
giving people presents, so
I can attest to everything the spook has said. It's crazy. I guess that goes into what we just said. Like, oh, we weren't friends for that long, but it was able to have a friendship that's lasted for a very long time. I guess you were just like,
yeah.
guess you've earned my trust. We're friends forever now, whether you like it or
Basically.
not.
Basically, it's as soon as you call me a friend to either myself or if you say, "Oh, this is my friend," I'm just like one of those clip-on koalas. I'm like, mine. I'm like, this is mine.
Yep.
Careful.
Like you've
Careful with this.
done that with the meals. You know,
I have essentially claimed Emil's as like my Joey.
Yep.
Emil's is my little baby koala.
Yes. Yes. I think she loves it. It's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet everybody and like to be with you when everybody is met, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
No, it'll be good.
And it's gonna be so much more comfortable for me having you there as well.
I'm just gonna adopt
Yes.
so many people.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have
Agreed.
so many people to adopt.
You gotta make sure like you don't bankrupt yourself having 100 people that you've adopted and just like sending it to every, like oh my god, it can get a bit hectic.
Everybody wants meeting me will get like a gift bag and like they're gonna have like little treats in there, like
Yep.
a party popper, like woo.
Yep.
Everybody gets a gift bag.
Should I ban you
no,
from
it'll be good fun.
packs just for your own wallet? Because if
No.
well, if you
No, you
make friends
can't.
with like Gucci, who lives on the other side of the world, what's gonna
I've
happen
been waiting
then?
No. I've been waiting to go to PAX for 4 years, but because I
Oh.
work a full-time job, I can't.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's always on days that I work, and so
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I'm gonna be pretty sure I'm gonna be out of work for a little bit next year because I'm gonna be going into study. But yeah, no, I'm gonna
That's
be going
fair.
to PAX
I
next year, and
can't
I'm
wait
really
for
excited
PAX.
about it.
Yes.
So you can't steal that from me.
I
please.
won't.
To keep
It's
it.
okay. They do potato. And yeah, you two are both queens, Gucci, so it works.
Yay.
I can't wait. I remember I asked Spook once if she wanted to go to a pub so that she could be my guardian.
You did.
We never did. I'm just saying,
No.
but
He wanted to go to a bar, and it was the weekend the Fortnite competition was on in
Yes.
Melbourne because it was the Australian Open, and so like pretty much almost the entire Click crew was down. So you had like Laserbeam, you had
Yeah.
Muselk,
Brody.
their girlfriends was down. Yeah, Brody was down.
Yes.
And I got a message at like 9 o'clock going like, "Hey, do you want to go to a bar with me?" And I immediately called him, and I'm like,
You
"Who
did!
are you?
You
Who are you? What have
called
you
me!
done with Wings?" I'm like, "Who are you? What have
Oh.
you done with Wings? Like, are you okay? Do you need help? Is this some code? Do I need to decipher it?
See you, Daisy.
Like, what's
Bye.
going on?" And it was so weird because I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, something's wrong with him. He needs help. Like, and then you're just like, no, it's just I'm like, I don't know whether or not I want to go. And like, by the time we ended the phone call, I think it was like 10 o'clock. And you were kind of thinking about going, but it was going to take you an hour to get there, and you didn't want to stay there past midnight,
Yeah.
and so you would have to come back. And I was just like, it's not worth
No,
it, buddy.
it wasn't.
It's not worth it. I was like, why
No.
didn't you message me
I
like 2 hours ago?
know.
I would have said, hell
I
yeah.
know. I was
Next
bored
time.
and indecisive, and that was
Next time.
yes.
No, well, we still need to go. I have an idea for a meetup. We need to go to the new bar that's at Melbourne Central.
I think I've heard of that.
You have.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes.
It's basically
Yes.
like Gamers Paradise,
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be keen.
but it's
Even though it's a bar.
they're
I'd
gonna be,
keen.
from what I know, they're gonna be holding competitions there as
Mm.
well.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
How was it, Char? Like Charles been
Was it
there.
good?
I mean, phone call and does have the opportunity, which we didn't want to go. Oh, Fluid. Hey, Fluid. How you doing? But yes, that was it. So yeah, that's the motherly. Like, if I want to go somewhere I've never been before, but I need someone. I need backup. Spook!
Mum.
Okay, Boris, you're fun,
yeah.
but you're getting me warm. It's too hot. Hey.
Oh.
Good.
Oh no, child, not that one,
Times
not that
over
one,
the-
child.
oh, really?
No,
Okay,
not that one. I know
Not
which
that
one you're thinking of. That's the above ground one. There's a new one underground,
Damn. Wow.
and it's like, so
Wing
the one
woman.
she's, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm a wing woman.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, good. Oh yeah, I want to get that one so badly. Too bad it opened early this year though, so it probably wasn't open for very long.
Yeah, no, I think it only opened in March, and then like
Yeah.
immediately they had to shut it down. What is it called? It's I follow them on Instagram, and it makes me really happy. But it's like they've got an area so that they can have actual like gaming competitions, and it'll be really cool to see when they do actually open, as to like what it's gonna be like. Cause I have a feeling it'll be like super busy.
Yeah, we don't have that much like it in Melbourne. I mean,
No, it's the only one of its kind in
Yeah.
Melbourne at the moment. They have other locations somewhere. Fortress. It's called Fortress.
That was in my head. Like, no, it's
Yeah.
not though.
I was thinking like, is it Kingdom? Is it like, it's something like that? It's like Kingdom or Dungeon something, but no, it's Fortress.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So we'll have to go there at some point.
Does any future, or if there is one, a girlfriend of Wings have to be vetted by Spook? Nice Fluid. Do they?
I mean,
I
I'll have an opinion.
oh,
on
I
them,
know you have opinions. That's for sure.
But as like, it's the same with all of our other friends.
Yep.
Like, as long as they make you happy, my opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna fight a relationship or like say no, you can't date them.
Yes. Spook is very good like that.
Yeah, as long as you're happy with them,
Yes.
and as long as they make you happy, then they're fine. So
Fair. Fair. It's good. Let's get balance. Yes. That's
Yeah.
like potato. Yeah.
I don't have to like them as long as you do.
Yeah. It's good. Good.
I'll be civil.
Then Wings will have. Oh my. Yeah. Maybe trouble. Maybe. Oh, Josh.
Accurate.
Josh, I'm pretty sure you got that question wrong. Yeah, no. So there's a question. I don't know if you remember, but there's a question that every single. So it was asked to Phil, and then Phil asked it to whoever was Advance, and Advance asked it to Gucci, and then Gucci, etc. That question. So Josh was on last week, and he got the question wrong, but I'll ask it anyway.
Yep.
Chips or nuggets?
Chips or nuggets?
It's supposed to be spaghetti or nuggets, but it's okay.
I mean,
And he also
out of both of
supposed to be-
those.
messed it up, but you know.
Okay, so for both of those, chips over nuggets, but nuggets over spaghetti.
Woo! I'd probably be the same, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Chips over
Yeah.
nuggets, but nuggets over
You
spaghetti.
had one job. Yeah, even get Gucci got it everything, and then John stuffed it. That's okay though. I agree though with your answer. Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, don't get me wrong. I love spaghetti. Love some Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
Love some garlic bread.
That sounds good.
But I do love some nugs with some
nugs.
sweet and
Oh,
sour
yeah.
sauce.
You'll be vibing with the meals again.
Yeah.
Hey, nugs.
Meals and I bonding with the nugs situation.
Yeah. Yes. Nugs are good.
But yeah, so chips over nugs, but nugs over spaghetti.
Agreed. Good. I'm glad.
So those.
Oh, yeah.
That's my answer.
Good. Thanks, Josh. Good try. Thank you. I like that your name right now is #BlameJosh, and that's what we can do.
I'll correct it. I'll correct it in the next one.
Good. Yes. Maybe next time. Yeah, maybe. Gucci. I had a question from Gucci.
Good.
Maybe. Oh, Josh, what is that emote? Sad. Error sad. Aw. Gucci says, I think I remember something about you being a hairstylist. If that's true, what got you into that? Do you cut and dye your own hair too, or do you let someone else do it for you? I guess there's 2 questions in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an apprentice. I'm an apprentice hairdresser. Yes.
Mhm.
I style my own hair. I do my hair. I've been doing it for like the last week just because I need to start doing it again. Otherwise, I'll
Fair.
stop doing it, and then when I go back to work, my hair will just be up in a bun all the time, and I'll probably get in trouble.
Fair. Yeah.
But other than that, I don't color and cut my own hair a lot.
I feel like cutting well would be hard by yourself.
Well, I cut these bits on myself.
But like,
because I usually have face framing anyway, but I haven't had a haircut in so long just due to COVID. So I gave myself like a little bit of face framing and like forward graduation just because I like having pieces there when I have my hair up. Just because I got a big forehead and I like to hide it.
yeah, fair. Yeah, they're same. But I can't hide. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. But other than that, we have a thing at my work where once a month we'll close like an hour early, and we'll all stay back, and the boss orders us dinner, and we get to have dinner,
Aww.
like have drinks, and we get to do each other's hair, which is nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's basically just a treat yourself day where
And team
where we
bonding.
all eat we basically have like pizza or like
Joy meals.
some kind of pizza or like Mexican or Thai, and we'll just sit there and do each other's hair and talk and listen to music, and it's just a lot of fun.
That is cool.
So
Yes.
that's fun. But I don't
like it.
color or cut my own hair.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
a sin in the hairdressing community.
Fair
Unfortunately.
enough. Fair enough.
The amount of times I've looked at my kit, which has bleach and developer and toners in it, and just gone like, I mean, they can't exactly tell me not to. But that's why I have mannequin heads that I train on, and I do whatever I want to them.
Test dummies. Ooh.
So if I want something on me and I know that I can't do it on me because I'll get in trouble, I will put it on a mannequin head so that I can like get it out of my system.
Okay, that's cool.
So I don't
like
get in
that.
trouble.
Yeah, don't want to get you in trouble. You're no
No.
trouble. He's scary. That's interesting, Gucci. But then Gucci was asked, what got you into it?
I guess it stems off the question before. It's like I like making people
Oh
feel
yeah.
better about themselves, and a major thing with that is appearance. A lot of people don't like the way that
Yeah.
they look. So I really liked the idea of being able to have somebody come in and feel really shit about themselves and have their hair grown out and they just don't like the way that they look at the moment, and within like 4 hours they leave and they're happy with themselves, like for even if it's only for a short amount of time or just while we have whilst we do their hair. Like I work in a salon personally where one of our big selling points is we don't have mirrors where we do color.
Okay.
So we only have mirrors. We have a multi-level salon. So we have upstairs is for color, downstairs is for cutting and styling. So if they're in for a color, they get signed in downstairs and they go upstairs. We have a massive table. We've got hanging plants. We've got magazines. We have tea coffee machines. We have really good music that's playing all the time. We have like one mirror that we use for consults. But we work there so that somebody isn't looking at themselves for 3-4 hours at a time whilst they're getting their hair colored.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever been in a hairdresser that has you
No.
sitting in front. So if you're sitting in front of a mirror for 3 hours whilst you have hair color on, you feel awful about yourself.
Really?
You'll have like Usually, if you get like a tin or something, your hair is like all pulled back off your face. It's some weird color. Your face looks really pale in the lighting. It's just awful. And it's just, we don't like that. So we have you sit there
That's
with
fair.
magazines, like look at other people, chat with other people, do your work. And then they go downstairs and they get dried off, they get cut, they get styled, and they feel so much better about themselves. And that's like one thing that we get told by almost every single client that comes in is, I love how you do this.
That's
And
cool.
so that's
yeah.
like one of our major things is, and my salon in particular, like we're known, we are a rather like, we're a pretty expensive salon. I think we're like one of the most expensive in Victoria. But the reason that is because people only come in twice a year for us.
Really?
Yeah. 2 to 3 times a year. And then they come back if they want like a trim or a toner. But we specialize in color that'll last you. And so you
Okay.
don't need to come in like those 6 weeks. You don't need to come in to get it redone unless it's like a great coverage tint.
Yeah.
But that's rare in our clientele just because we have a very like specific thing that we do. Like I haven't had my hair done since I think January or March or something.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and like my hair still looks good because that's how we do it, is we make sure that it blends and we make sure that it lasts. And that's one of the main reasons that people keep coming back, is because they're like, you're one of the only hairdressers that I've been to that makes me feel good about myself, and I stay feeling good about myself because my hair looks good.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the reason that I got into hairdressing, was because I like making people feel better about their appearance. And that's it.
Good answer again.
Yeah.
That's
Very wholesome
great.
answer
Yes.
again.
Welcome, Ruby. Welcome back. Do you jump right? Yes, that's right, Potato. Yes. Do you think you've seen Josh, right? Think he should get his hair dyed?
I have. I mean, it depends what he wants done.
Fair enough.
I'm always down for like, if you wanna color your hair, do it once at least, just so that you can do it.
How well does it work on jet black? Because in general, I don't know about hair, but in general with outside things, if something is jet black, it's hard to kind of get through to it.
With black hair, you can tone it so that in the sunlight it looks blue, which is a really good thing that we do.
Okay.
That's a really easy thing to do. But with black hair, if they want it to be like a bright, vivid blue, you're gonna have to bleach it.
Yeah, bleach. That's what I thought you'd get to.
So it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of blue you want. If you want blue tones, easy. You chuck a toner on there. It's a done deal.
Okay.
But a lot of the times it'll be a bleach on scalp situation. But
Okay.
with men, it's easier than women.
Yeah.
Because it's men's hair's shorter, they can cut it off. Whereas women like to keep their hair longer. So if you mess that up, done. It's just hair can only take so much.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah.
So, I'd maybe figure out what job you're gonna get first, Josh. Just make sure.
Yeah.
But then do it. Yes. Do it. It's too long. Chop it off. Yes, trouble. That's what I'm thinking. Like I got my last haircut in like first week of December last year. And I was like, chop it off. And Advance, you need hair to be able to color hair. So that's your problem.
I mean, he's got a little bit of like facial action. You can do that.
Yes! Yes! Let's get that colored beard. I want that so much. Please. Please. Silver,
I'll do it.
A silver undertone.
If you want me
of
to,
blue.
I'll do it.
You were bullying me early, Advanced.
I'm not a streamer, so you can't say I'm bullying you.
Exactly. Beard highlights. Yes. Huh. Wow. How did a silver undertone of blue? What is Josh? Do you know what Josh means?
That
What do
works.
you mean?
No, that would be a bleach on scalp then, and then you just tone it the way you want it.
Oh, okay. Good. I have dignity. Oh, Advanced. Dyed beard. Yeah. Set. There you go. Josh
A
is
lot of
dying.
men dye their beard. It's not a dignity thing.
Yeah, exactly, Advanced.
A lot
Come
of people
on.
do it.
Come on, I'll dye my hair green, you dye a beard. Easy.
I'll do both.
Yeah. Exactly. Easy done. Coming over. Yep. There we go. Easy. So, Josh, you fly down or maybe for PAX or whatever, and yeah. We're just getting you work.
Well, there is actually one of our salons up in Sydney.
Yes.
We have a couple. We have two in Sydney.
Yes. I remember hearing about that. There you go, Josh. Ah,
Yeah.
Nice, Josh. You have a spare $100 or whatever for this? I don't know. I just know it's
You think it's 100?
Okay.
Oh, buddy, you think it's just 100?
I was like, is that too much? No, it's not too much.
Not even close.
Good night, Gucci. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Gucci.
Oh, and see, Gucci knows what's up. Seriously, awesome.
Nah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, Advance. I'm joking as well. I don't want to,
We should probably answer some more questions.
Yes.
We've gotten on a real tangent.
about hair, of all things.
I know.
Yes.
My career.
It's crazy. But it's a good question by Gucci. Glad we got Gucci's question in before she left.
Very good, Gucci.
Yes. That's a good question. I'm not sure I know the answer to. How did you get the name Spook from Taser? Taser asked this. Or Spookdowop. Does that have anything to do with Harry Potter?
No,
Okay.
actually. This is a non-Harry Potter related answer.
Mm.
Funnily enough.
Yes.
So basically, I somehow earned a nickname with an old friend who I'm no longer friends with, which was Skittles.
Skittles. Okay.
So she'd call me Skittles, and I'd call her Nana.
Okay.
And that it wasn't anywhere close to either of our names, obviously.
Yep.
And I'd somehow shortened that to Skits, and
Okay.
she was Nans. And it somehow went from that to Spook. I don't even know how it even happened. But it's just one day, I think it was when I was making my Xbox Live account.
Okay. Yes.
I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then the doo-wop thing, the whole doo-wop thing. That's where it stemmed from. Was there's a thing called a doo-wop shop. Hi, Shadow.
Hi, Shadow.
There's like the doo-wop shop, which is
Okay.
like
Is that like
a
an
barber
op shop?
quartet
No.
kind of.
Okay.
No, it's like a barber quartet kind of situation.
Huh.
So it's like show-tune-y stuff.
Okay.
And somehow like Skits just evolved into Spook, and then it was Spookdowop, and then it was just Spook.
Yeah.
So I don't even know
Huh.
how it got to that.
It's just
It just kind of did.
evolved into it. And see you, Char.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Good to have you.
Like,
Good questions.
I do love spooky stuff. So
Yeah.
like my favorite season is spooky season.
Okay. Yeah. Which we're heading into soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do love that time of year. I'm a big lover of Halloween, and I
Oh,
do
yeah.
love horror movies.
That's how we met. Remember? Halloween. You gave
We
me
did.
a glass of like raspberry, I think, soft drink with an eyeball in it.
I did. It had a frozen eyeball.
And it was in a wine glass. And it was supposed to be like blood, and it was, oh my goodness.
Oh, it was great.
Good times. Yeah. And then pizza.
But yeah, but it just, I don't even know how it came to be. It's just I somehow ended up as Spook, and it's now my name for everything. So.
I mean, you have more backstory than me, but with the same thing, Xbox, now it's just everything. Iron Wings everywhere.
Yeah.
But you have a little bit more backstory. But still, yeah, it's crazy how names can just become our personification.
Yeah.
Especially as we evolve, like, as we get older. It's the changes, and now we're that. Now you are Spook. I mean,
I'm just Spook now.
Josh's name, you see how that evolved over time, and it's crazy. Yeah, I still remember your old name, IQ. Good question again. Good question. Oh! Mills! This is an interesting question, because I know like one or two, but I actually don't know all of them. What tattoos do you have?
Oof. I only have 4 at the moment, but I'm gonna be getting more eventually.
Yes.
Hopefully. I've got a little sailboat.
Ooh.
So this is one of the newer ones. I got that one in March.
Yeah, see, I don't remember that one. I guess I've only seen you like once since, or nonce.
Yeah, so that's my little sailboat. That's in memory of my nana.
Okay.
So my nana, when she passed away, like she introduced me to a lot of things. Like she was very, very German.
Yes.
Very.
It's this Nana.
Very,
That's
yeah,
good.
very German, very involved in my life. Loved her. She was an amazing grandmother. And one of the things she introduced me to was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I've seen that.
And yeah, and it got to a point where somehow when I was younger, we'd both end up singing Hushabye Mountain.
Okay.
When we'd watch the movie, that would be the only song that we both sang together. And it was the farewell song at her funeral. And so I wanted to get something to commemorate. Mind you, she hated tattoos, so she probably wouldn't be happy with it. But so that's my little sailboat, because there's a memory, like a lyric in it that goes and go sail away to Hushabye Bay, and that's how the song ends. So that's my little sailboat for her.
Aww.
But yeah, and then
nice.
I've got a little Norse symbol, which is
that your first?
that was my second tattoo.
I always
My first one's on my back. So that's my second tattoo, and that is a Viking symbol of the harvest. It's called Yera, and the symbolic meaning behind it is to have patience, but to take what you need and what you want when you need it. So have patience to a point, but fight for what you want.
Yeah, it's good balance.
Yeah.
I hear that. Yes.
And then this is my most recent one, which is also, I think it's like my I think it's my biggest.
I've seen a picture of that, or the inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my symbol for Hades and Persephone.
Huh.
Which is, again, it's mythology.
Yes.
So I've always really loved the story of the king of the underworld finding the love of his life, which is also his complete opposite, but they're also the perfect balance. So Hades was the king of the underworld, but he met Persephone, and Persephone is the goddess of spring, so she's the bringer of life.
Yeah.
So you've essentially got the story of love and death falling in love and then making it work. So that's also the story of the seasons. So for 6 months of the year, Persephone's in the underworld with Hades, being with her husband, and then for the other 6 months she's upstairs bringing life to spring and summer.
Huh.
And so it's like autumn is like the transition where she goes back to spend time with her husband, and then spring is the transition where she comes back up.
Wow, I didn't know that. I know about Hades, but I hadn't heard this extra. That's cool.
You learn things. But yeah, so that's my little Hades and Persephone tattoo. And then they're both holding pomegranates because the story is that she ate pomegranate seeds when she was in the underworld, and she ate 6 seeds, which is why she stays underground for 6 months.
Huh.
Because pomegranates are considered the fruits of Hades.
Are they? Wow.
But yeah. And then my other tattoo is on my back.
Ooh, it's a tree.
Which is, it's a little gum tree. And that was the first tattoo I got. Yeah, it's a little gum tree. And that's the first tattoo I ever got. And it's in memorial of one of my uncles.
Okay.
So one of my uncles passed away when I was 17.
Okay.
And I'd never had any grandfathers growing up. Both my grandfathers passed away before I was born, and he was the closest thing I had to a granddad. So he was really close to me. And then behind the tree, there's a sun, but it's shaped like a sparkler, because he used to call me Sparky. But yeah, so I got that one for him, and it's also got his initials on a little gum leaf down the bottom, because his farewell song, one of his farewell songs was Home Amongst the Gum Trees.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Good song,
when I was like 5 or 6 years old, we were in his shed. Every single house he had his man shed, which was covered in his racing memorabilia. There was a pool table. He had his barbecue in there. It's where all the barbecuing got done. He was known as the barbecue king.
Ooh, I like that.
And yeah, so we ended up when I was like 5 or 6. It was the first time I'd ever heard "Home Amongst the Gum Trees."
Really?
And yeah, and so he was in the shed with me. It was like some family event, but I was the only one in the shed with him at the time. And we were just in there and we were just like singing away and dancing. He taught me the lyrics and he taught me this like cute little dance that he told my cousins. And yeah, it was just a really happy little memory.
Aww.
And so I wanted to find a way to like keep that. So that was my first tattoo. But yeah, so those are the only 4 I've got at the moment. And all of my tattoos have like some meaning for me.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo that I'll hate ever.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
I'd hope so. I would hope
yes,
so.
given their permanence.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. See, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on all of them, so that's cool. Now I know.
No, it's not. It's not Norse mythology.
I can't even pronounce
Sorry,
that.
Fluid.
Close. Thank you for the host as well, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. They're cool. I don't really care if people have tattoos or not, but I like it when there's a reason for them. Instead of just putting ink on your body for whatever. But if there's a reason, like, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's, a permanent memory.
Yeah.
It's cool. Very cool. Australian mythology.
Yeah, 100%.
Fluid's I don't know Fluid, but he's almost a bogan. I reckon we could call him that.
I mean, look, if we're being honest, my family is as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Few of us kind of are. That doesn't matter. So yeah, good question, Emils, even though she's eating dinner right now, but that's okay.
yeah.
She can look it up on YouTube tomorrow. So Nora is a very musical person. So she asked if you have if you play any instruments, which I think I know the answer to, right?
I used to play guitar.
Oh, okay.
I still have both my guitars. I have a acoustic and a classical.
Okay.
So I've got both of those. I played guitar for 8 or 9 years. And I did like a couple of concerts with high school and stuff like that.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I did like performances of that. I haven't played, oh god, in about 5 years though. So I don't know if I'd be able to remember much.
That's a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't like played a lot in 5 years. Like every now and then I'll break them out and I'll do like a little bit of something. But considering we are in lockdown, I have like debated a couple of times, like, oh maybe I should just break them out again and just do a little bit of a play around. I might probably do that soon. Actually, I'll probably get on that this week just for fun. But yeah, no, it's been a while. I used to do singing in primary school.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
No, I used to do singing in primary school, and in the start of high school, I was in the school choir for a while.
Okay, that's cool.
And yeah, that's really the only instruments I did drums in like the first couple of years of high school as well.
Okay.
But I didn't really like the drums, so instead I played the glockenspiel.
The glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel, which is essentially a xylophone.
Ah.
So I played a large xylophone in high school.
That's
which
pretty
I actually
cool.
remember. I actually remember a fair bit of that. I wanted to learn violin, but all of the violin slots filled up really quickly. So I was like, what else can I play? And then I saw drums, and I was like, oh, is there anything else other than like drums? And they were like, well, I mean, we've got this instrument. And I was like, sure, why not? And so I played the glockenspiel for like 3 years. in high school, and I think my parents hated every single second of it.
That's kind of cool, though. I like it when people don't just have, you know, like, it's awesome when you know guitar and stuff like that, but it's cool to me when you're like, got some weird instrument over here, but I know how to play it. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. Glockenspiel's under my belt. I've got that there.
Yeah. That is a unique talent, for sure.
It's a fun thing.
I don't even know if anybody in here would have known that, because I didn't know that was a word, but anyway. That's cool.
Let's Sherbs that. Get Sherbs in here.
You're being hired for Josh's wedding. Well, I mean,
done deal.
She doesn't have that long, Josh.
I can do your hair and play the Glockenspiel.
There you go. We needed a bride's hair for a wedding. One of our friends. So that's something.
I did one of our friends' hair for a wedding.
Like, oh, and she said yes. Now we have to teach it. Yeah, poor teachers. Poor teachers.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, look, if you have a Glockenspiel, you should play the Glockenspiel. I like it.
Glockenspiels are great.
I
highly recommend the Glockenspiel.
We better have more Glockenspielers next week. Oh, we're actually near the end. Now I just need someone to marry. Got Mel. So if anybody has any last questions, it is 7 o'clock. That's good. But if you have any last questions, put them in now. We don't have that many left. Good. Oh, Emil's bringing up some good questions as well. Do you know, or what is the best piece of advice you've ever received? I don't know. Do I? I could think of things, but then I don't even know where they came from. Crazy.
It's a weird piece of advice, but it's the best piece of advice I've ever received. I can't remember who said it. It was I think my grandmother. I think my grandmother said this. Again, very German woman.
Yes.
So German. Like, she was German. Like, full bred German. Grew up in Berlin. Like, immigrated right after World War II. Like, she's German.
Yes.
And she told me, when I was around, like, 9 or 10, and it was right before she was diagnosed with dementia as well. So it was a very profound thing for her to say out of nowhere, and it was just like something amazing.
Okay.
And she told me, don't fight the world, because the world will fight you back.
Ooh.
And that is something that I am just, yes. But she's like, don't fight the world will fight you back, and you won't win.
Interesting.
Which is essentially it's pretty much a reiteration of like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Just more aggressive.
Yeah.
It's a more aggressive version of go with the flow.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's probably the best bit of advice I've ever received.
Yeah, I can see that. That's an interesting piece of advice. I kind of like it. Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, fuck back level. Wow. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best bit of advice I've ever received.
Yeah. I think go with the flow. I like that. I wing it.
Yeah.
I always wing it. And then building on that as well, Emil's asked, and the best piece of advice you've given, if you've come up with something.
Oh God, I don't think I give any good advice.
Nice IQ. I don't know about that. You try and give advice to the older but less mature people sometimes.
Do you know any good advice I've ever given? Because I don't.
I presume I'd have a good enough memory to remember the advice.
Well, I don't have the best memory either. I remember the most random things. I remember the weird
Flix,
stuff.
are you still here? Shadow, are you still here? Firefly?
Help. Somebody tell me what I've said.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the things that you say aren't necessarily advice, but they can be wise.
They're more instructions.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't give advice. I give instructions.
that's true. It's.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I once told my cousin not to shove a pencil up her nose.
That's good advice. That is definitely very good advice. Yes. But I think in our age and stuff, when do we give advice? You know? We're the ones getting advice given to. Most people are older than us, and if you're not older, then the advice is, hey, don't shove a pencil up your nose or something dumb like that. So, yeah.
The only thing I can think of is one of my. I'm pretty sure the only good advice I've ever given was to one of my cousins who's about to go into high school. I'm so proud of her. She got accepted into a performing arts school in Melbourne.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm really proud of her. And one thing was she was going through a really tough time in primary school a couple of years ago, and I went over to go and help her out with it, and she was like, they don't like me and they never will, and I had to tell her what the truth was, which is it doesn't matter. You're all going to be different people in a couple of years anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's honestly, it's the blatant truth. It's like, I don't think anybody is ever the same person they were in primary school that they are in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's still tough love, but it's yeah.
So I think that's probably the best bit of advice I've ever given, which is no one's the same as they are in primary school. You'll be different in a couple of years. It doesn't even matter. So that's all I can think of. Other than that, I have no idea.
That's fair. I like that. Yeah. I'm almost like it doesn't matter what age you are either. As in, if they don't like you, well, either you'll change, so it'll be okay. Or if you're older enough that you won't change or whatever, then that means you probably don't have the right group. But there are people out there for you. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Out there. Maybe just go on the internet. Like, I found my group on the internet kind of now. After, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes, and I mean, I think literally everybody who's done this, including myself, but sometimes, yeah, we place too much importance on some things, such as some friendships where it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you want to fight for your friendships, but sometimes there are better people out there. Like toxic relationships or whatever. Like, there are better people out there. You'll find someone.
Yeah, 100%.
Not like I've been in a toxic relationship, but yeah. We place too much importance on what yeah, Trouble as well.
Yes.
I think especially you, Trouble. I have the feeling you just don't care, Trouble. You'll and I don't really care either. Within reason. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I think we all used to a degree. I think it's human nature, but
yeah, 100%.
Oh well, she'll be right. It'll work out.
She'll be right.
Not these again. I don't. I completely read. Yes, Trouble. I feel like you ran out of those to give. What, like 41 years ago or something? At least, I don't know. Taser. This has been asked every time as well. Dumb question, but I have to ask it. I think. What's heavier, 50 kilos of feathers or 50 kilos of iron?
They're both 50 kilos.
Yes, thank you. Now moving on. I hate that question. Stop asking the question. Or actually, I'm gonna just stop reading the question. Maybe. Trying to care, but yeah, nice, Trouble. I like it. But we care about you, Trouble, and I like who you are, Trouble. So don't change. And then, would you punch me wings in the tummy for $1 million? There is a correct answer.
No.
Yes. No. The correct answer is yes. Give me $500,000. But we're already talking about money, so that would be... I
literally said before, money doesn't bother me.
Exactly.
But no, I'm not going to punch my... Oh, actually, look, no, if I'm honest, I usually punch you in the stomach anyway, so...
Yes. But,
it's not much different.
I'll take the punch to the gut, and then we can send $9 million off... what? 1 million... So $900,000 off to charity, and then pocket a little for ourselves. Easy. I'll take it. That's 2 seconds of pain for hopefully a lot of good stuff.
Done deal.
But look at how it is. That's cheating. What? Imagine how much you could simp wings for the mill. Oh, shut up, advanced. What weighs more, 50 kilos of feathers or lead? I don't
They're both
know.
the same.
Yeah. But yes, 50-50, whatever. That yes, shovel. Yes, I get it. Oh my goodness. Potato. Well, we've gotten to the. They've ran out of questions, so they're asking questions that they've asked 10 times already.
Fair enough.
Potato says, as always from me, I ask this again. Do you like mudkips?
Mudkips?
Mudkips.
What are mudkips?
It's actually a Pokemon. And it's an old meme. If you search up, do you like mudkips, it comes up with mudkips.
Oh, mudkips. Okay. No, I got it now.
You do? Because other than I
Yep.
search up the meme, I still don't.
Sure.
Sure. Good. There you go, Potato.
Sure.
Then we have
Oh.
one dumb one and one legitimate one. So we get through there. And then okay, Ricky Bobby asked which okay, wait, have you watched Talladega Nights?
No.
Well, then this question is mute. Good. Wow, IQ. Weirdos. Weirdos can be good sometimes, but then weird champs.
Weirdos are only people. Weirdos are only seen as weirdos to those who refuse to believe that they themselves are weird.
Nice trouble. Yes. I mean, I think we're weird. 100% weird.
Yeah. Happily weird.
Yeah. Great. It makes life exciting.
I like being
But
weird.
then, of course...
People riot, people riot.
Why are people rioting? Just because he hasn't seen a movie. But yeah, then if you're a weird champ, if you're... yeah. Then,
Yeah, normalcy is
different.
overrated,
It is
Trouble.
Trouble. It is. And impossible.
Why be normal when you can be
Think.
fun?
Exactly. And then we'll put this probably to the last question from Evelyn.
Ooh.
What's one thing you are looking forward to?
One thing I'm looking forward to, without a doubt, is seeing all my friends.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, right
I've-
now there's only like 5
I've
answers.
said it so many times. I'm not a huggy person. I've never
Mm.
wanted to hug somebody more in my life.
Yeah, than Boris right now.
Yeah, I've never wanted to hug Boris. I've never wanted to hug
Yeah.
my friends. I've never wanted to hug Josh more. Yes.
Yes! Yes, let's go hug Josh! Yeah. Oh, yeah,
no,
trouble.
I'm not a hugger. I'm not a touchy person. Like everybody, they know me. To say goodbye, I give high fives or fist bumps.
high
That
fives.
is what I do.
I'm Josh.
That or I slap them with the back of my
Which
hand.
is funny because Flix is the complete opposite. Massive hugger.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Flix is a massive hugger, but like I let her hug me, and
Yes.
she's the only person I hug because you can't avoid
Yeah,
her.
no,
It's the face.
no. She's like one of those koala bears. She's
Yeah.
just like...
If you avoid hugging Flix, you may as well have kicked a puppy.
Yes, she'll do the puppy eyes as well.
Yeah.
She will. But then she deserves it because she's an amazing person. So
She does.
she's
She's
probably
great.
cackling right now. As she
Probably.
does. We love you, Flix. But so yeah, I think kind of the entire world in a way right now is just like, yeah, anything to do with Corona, taking off masks, meeting people, going back to work even, yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, Trouble. You guys are funny. No, you're great, Flix. It's not a joke either. So yeah, it's a good question, Evelyn. Yeah, right now, yeah, we're all on the same page, I think. Love the fire. Fire? Would rather be stabbed than hugged. Oh, the fire! Yes. Yes. Yeah, okay, Trouble. Ooh, that will be interesting to see, Fluid. It'll be interesting. Yes. Well, good. No worries, IQ. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. We'll have you here on here one day, I think. He's an IRL, but not that you know. So,
Cool.
yes. Do you remember when I did my traineeship? For 6
Yeah.
months? Yeah, he was there.
Oh. Exciting.
Yeah! Exciting. Anyway, so, yes, thank you, everybody. Nah, I'm boring. Well, your hair's not. We can at least talk about that. He's got, like, an afro that's not an afro. It's just very frizzy. Anyway, check general Discord after stream. Easy. Hey, Scar. Hello. How you doing? So, yeah, that's all the question. Good job, guys. There were some really good ones. There were some really good ones. Then there were the normal, everyday, what's heavier and what's lighter. But then there's some really good ones for sure. Bye. See you, IQ. Thank you for coming. So that draws us to a very exciting time of the night where we get to find out who will be on next week. Very exciting.
Okay.
So
go hide chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you could minimize chat or something, that'd probably be good because I know chat are a bunch of 5 heads usually. And Evelyn usually
Let's
gets
go, I'm
in,
ready.
like, 1. The first question is, so who am I? Not question, answer. Anyway, my favorite subject is math. Hey, Bog! Hello! Another IRL, in a way. You know Bog, right? Do you know who Bog is?
I do know Bog.
Good.
Yeah, I know Bog.
I just wasn't sure if you knew Bog was this person, but yeah.
No, I know Bog.
Good. So yeah, favorite subject is math. So very general there. This person's favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. Oh, yeah, still very general. Don't worry, there's like 10 of these. And we put them from the very general to like, that's just like a normal who am I? Seeing if chat again, they're all just Monka who mean, no idea. This person was homeless at 16. Select people might have an idea. Yes, Josh. This person enjoys watching soccer.
I think I know.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe?
I at this point, I think you take a guess.
Is it Teddles?
Only halfway through. I'm surprised. You got it in 5. No, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Yes!
4 questions, and they were very generalized.
Yes!
You got it before chat as well. Nobody in chat has said it yet. I am surprised. The other questions are knows how to build a mob spawner, which if you happen to be in Minecraft that day, you'd know. Likes gumballs, as I believe he still has that. Mr. I
He
skip past it. Mr.
He
Tenley
does.
Gumble. Well-traveled. He's been to many countries and whatever. From the UK and like around here, like Gumballs and whatever is like, yeah, she'll get it here. And then the last one is obviously
Didn't need it.
I like tea. that was the last one. And if you hadn't got it there, I'm like, well, you're a lost cause.
I got him. I got
But yes.
Teddles.
So, yes, actually, Advance, he did call it soccer, and he actually, when he said this to me, he actually defended it and was like, yeah, it's soccer. That's not rickety. So I'm really, yes, Mr. Tetley T himself, an incredible part of this community, and very, very cool. We talked about it a few times tonight, which is good.
That's exciting.
But I am surprised you got it in 4. Very, very, like, is soccer really that? Like, yeah, we originally had soccer up much higher in the ambiguity, but then we put it like, no, that's more obvious.
Well, my brain just went like, soccer, British, it's Teddles.
There are people here that like soccer, though, that don't.
I know, but Teddles.
So, yeah, that's why we put it as high as we did, because they're like, yeah, that's kind of English. Yeah, exactly, trouble. So very, very nicely done. Yes, I am impressed. I am impressed. Because I know you've been in voice school with him a couple times, but I wasn't sure how much you'd actually dealt with him. Which is good. Very, very nicely done. And so Teddles is going to be amazing because he has to wake up at like 6 a.m. for this or something. Which is why it's taken him so long. If he was Australian, he probably would have been on already, but... yeah, and it was, I'm glad it's out of the bag now because he's terrible at keeping secrets. Yeah, like, a week ago for the last one, he was like, I'll be on this. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll DM you. And he's like, the 26th. Yeah, the 26th, I'll be on there. I'm like, no, you won't. Just because he will be. And I was just like, no, shut up. I want to do a grand reveal.
Oh, that's funny.
But that's okay. And then he was teasing it in like Josh's chat the other day or something. I'm like, what are you doing?
Lol.
We're revealing it on Saturday. Anyway, I love Thomas.
Funny.
He's amazing. This is gonna be is gonna be a good time.
No, that'll be a real good
Yeah,
stream.
It will be. It will be. Is it, Joel? I don't know. So yeah, that pretty much ends it. Nice for fire.
Yeah.
That was very nicely done. Very
Whoa.
very nicely done. I think. You had some very very good answers.
That was a lot of fun. I was so nervous.
Yes. You seemed a little bit at the start, but
Oh.
you really fell into it. It was great.
No. Honestly, though, like, whilst, you know, like, the 20 minutes I was waiting,
Yeah, that took too long.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. So I went out and got a banana, and that made me feel better.
Banana. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I went out and had a banana, and that made me feel a lot better.
Yeah. So I knew this was gonna be good, but you have impressed me with your ability to answer questions
Yay.
coherently and just. It seems like every time that I asked you a question, even if you only took like 5 seconds to answer it, it seemed like it was well thought out. Like either you just think, boom, or you know,
Yeah.
it's just good, just good.
No.
So yes, thank you for coming on and being my
It's
friend
okay.
for 7 years. I mean, I don't know how these
Aw,
guys
bless you.
put up with it. And there's a screen between us, but yeah, it's just been IRL for that long.
I know.
And then I'm sure we'll see each other, well, in November. Surely, as long
Hopefully.
as it doesn't go badly. Which, I mean, Regional's
Yeah.
doing pretty well. And you guys are going down, so yeah. I think we'll
Fingers
go
crossed.
down in November, but I'm worried that it'll go back up.
Yeah.
Because,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But anyway, it should be fun. And then you guys will see Spook on again then. But it won't be
Eventually.
behind the screen anymore. Well, it'll be behind the screen for you, but not for me. When we make nachos
Yeah.
together.
Nacho time.
I believe I want to do we make separate nachos and then do a taste test to see, you know, whose is better. Are they reasonable? And then I don't know if it'll be the same stream or not. Or then then she teaches me how to do it. So that'll be 2 parts
Done
of that.
deal.
And I'll probably get cake pops.
Yeah.
My money's on Spook. Damn it, Trouble.
Smart boy.
Yeah, smart
Smart boy.
though. Yeah, Trouble's smart. Very smart. Agreed. So good job. Nachos. Yeah, no, I'm having some tonight. So yeah, thank you for coming on, Spook. Hopefully we'll see you maybe a little bit in the Discord later. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I'll
Yeah.
definitely be in Discord later.
Yay, good. So if you have any questions there, then you can also there. But as you all guys know, I'll be back in a second. But yes, say final goodbyes to Spook. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Everybody here does as well. Wait. Oh, yes, Evelyn. Where are you flying? So I forgot. I half usually forget about this question.
Ooh.
So
Where am I flying?
in a non-COVID world, where are you going right now? Because you're in the lounge. Thanks, Evelyn.
Where am I flying? I am flying to...
Ooh, what was that?
Estonia.
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 Wow. Don't hear that country every day. Why Estonia?
Nope. I'm from Estonia.
Oh.
Heritage.
Yeah, I was just always like German. But
No.
yeah.
My grandfather
Wow.
was Estonian. My grandmother was German.
Okay. That's cool. Estonia.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay in Estonia.
I will. Thank you very
One
much.
day I'll be telling the truth. Glockenspiel factory there.
Yep.
Nice, Fluid.
100%
Very nice.
fluid.
Yes, exactly. So yes, thank you for coming, Spook. I appreciate you. I'll hopefully see you very soon. And hopefully
Appreciate
IRL
you.
very soon as well. Thank you for coming. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Now leaving.